laundry ass shit like every single day. And may I kick a little something for the G's and make a few ends as I breeze through at 2 in the morning. Party still jump because my mama ain't home. And bitches in the living room whipping the bone. And they ain't leaving till 6 in the morning. So what y'all wanna do? Shit, I got a pocket full of bullets and my homeboys do too. A spotlight and some ryegrass rolls. But what? We gon' slug some doughs, yeah. Then we gon' smoke an ounce to this. G's up, hoes down while you rednecks bounce to this. Rolling down the street, smoking Indo, sipping on gin and juice. Laid back, with my mind on my money and my money on my mind. Rolling down the street, smoking Indo, sipping on gin and juice. Laid back, with my mind on my money and my money on my mind. I got myself some gin. Everybody got their cups, but they ain't chipped in. Yeah, this type of shit happens all the time. You gotta get yours, but I gotta get mine. Everything is fine when you're listening to the XOG. I got that Appalachian music that be captivating. He who listens to the words that I wrote, cause I'm taking me a swig on a dirt back road. And get to whipping up a biscuit and some gravy, chilling while I'm listening to some Willie and some Waylon. 80 degrees, hound dog saying please raise up off these in your teeth, cause you get none of these, no. They pour another G&J and thank 'em for the good life. I ain't talking fishing when I take 'em to the hook like rolling down the street, smoking Indo, sipping on gin and juice. Laid back, with my mind on my money and my money on my mind. Rolling down the street, smoking Indo, sipping on gin and juice. Laid back, with my mind on my money and my money on my mind. Rolling down the street, smoking Indo, sipping on gin and juice. Laid back, with my mind on my money and my money on my mind. Rolling down the street, smoking Indo, sipping on gin and juice. Laid back, with my mind on my money and my money on my mind. Rolling down the street, smoking Indo, sipping on gin and juice. With my mind on my money and my money on my mind. Rolling down the street, smoking Indo, sipping on gin and juice. With my mind on my money and my money on my mind.
Did we catch you singing along this morning? Good morning. Welcome to the Hulk and Spaceshot show. It is Saturday morning, 10 a.m. It's ready to rock. Coming in with a little bit of gin and juice from Hardy. I saw him about a year and a half ago. Great little concert out there. Figured I'd do a little mix up with you guys out there, the country version of gin and juice. And I'm sorry if that song gets stuck in your head the rest of the day. Good morning. Let's see some 5x5 for the coffee drinkers out there and some 10x10s for the lunch people out there. Your little blue-collar workers out there on your lunch break. It's good to see you guys. How are we all doing? Good morning, Mr. Spaceshot.
Good morning, Vietnam. I just got the microphone holder going here, so we should be good to go. Took me a couple extra minutes there. But good morning and welcome on in. Good morning or good evening, good afternoon, whatever the case may be out there.
I like Dirty Carpenter's responses, 420 by 420. Good morning, little wake and bake, folks.
Ooh, a little early over here, but yeah. Good afternoon, good evening, and good night, whatever the case may be out there. We got some big time thunderstorms here, bro. It's even since last night. Remember we were playing at like 10 and a half hours ago. We started a big ass thunderstorm, and it's still kabooming along right now.
Really?
Singing a song.
Yeah, we just been like overcast and kind of like cloudy weather the last week or so. The weather's been a little bit cool. It's been below 75 degrees, which is normally uncommon for Southern California. By now, we've already gone into desert and turned on Hades. Hell oven would be fired up, and we'd be over 100 degrees at least half of the month, but we haven't even got there yet. So yeah, again, that song we came in with was Hardy, Gin and Juice. He's been around for about 15, 20 years. He's been around. So just people asking questions. How's the weather in your guys' area?
Word. Well, kind of, dude. That kind of goes along with what I was talking about last night about the pollen, right? Because I was like, dude, it's literally almost like clockwork every single freaking year. I'll be like, oh, wait, this is the year I don't get hit with like, crazy, debilitating pollen. And it's like, oh, wait, you just needed to wait another week or two. And it's like this year, same thing. Oh, wait, I made it again. No, you just needed to wait another week or two. Because I go out yesterday and, what is it? It's May 30th, right? And this stuff was happening in early April when I first started getting my allergies when I was like 23. So we're talking, 25 years ago. So now everything, in my opinion, is being pushed, right? And so the coldest months now are not, January, December, January. They're now, late January, February. Pollen season's coming more in end of May, not the beginning of April. And you don't have Hades heat just yet, but it's coming probably in another month or so, or shortly.
It can burn us down.
So yeah, the weather, I think it might be changing to an extent, but I don't think it's actually just changing. I think it's kind of the seasons are being pushed a little bit.
Moved. And I would agree with that. If the Earth's rotation is going through a different section of space or whatever, and then it's basically angled in a different direction that allows us to negate most of that heat as of lately, because it doesn't seem as hot as it was in the 80s and 90s. If you remember back in the day back there, I remember in Southern California, we were counting an entire summer over 100 degrees every day. It was like 115 days or something like that back in the late 80s. So yeah, and then that's when we had the full-on smog alerts and all that crap that they started in California way back in the 80s.
No chlorofluorocarbons. No CFCs.
Well, you remember smog alerts and stuff like that? You guys didn't have smog alerts. We had them here in California. Southern California, the smog alerts would come on during the news and tell you what the particulate matter of the parts per million in a particular area are going to be. And the school would actually have to close gym class because you couldn't go outside, and you'd have to have gym class inside.
Oh, yeah.
Smog alerts. Let's see those in chat. If you've been subject to a smog alert as a kid, go and just type smog alert in chat. Let's see how many of you guys are out there.
I'll bet you there'll be some. But, dude, I remember seeing some videos in it from California a few years ago where people were showing something about the sun meter or the UV index or whatever, and how they were kind of like whiting out street signs and stuff in certain areas. And they were telling you that the UV was like, 2 or a 3. But this guy comes outside with like a UV meter and he's like, no, it's like 8, 9 or whatever it was, really high.
Yeah, I've seen those particular stories because the street sign guy is the one that I ran across that was doing the replacement of the street signs. And I'd say this was probably well before Q. So this is probably 2012, 2013, something right around there. Yep. Started seeing him talking about the street signs on how they would white out. This is specifically in Arizona, the guy I was following. Because he had set up a schedule for the replacement of the signs for the city to make sure the street signs, stop signs, all those things could be read and all those sort of things. So he keep up on those, but then he realized he had to shorten the window of the contract so they get done sooner. And then he would compare it to some of the retail stores he would do it like in half the amount of time, you couldn't even read it. It was so bad down there in Arizona. And he says he hasn't changed any of his chemicals that he used to make the signs themselves because he's not adherent to whatever California laws they have for their stupid paint and design stuff that they have there. So he could pretty much use whatever he wants in Arizona. So I thought that was interesting.
Oh, dude, this is a new one for me. I'm looking, literally just searched on Twitter signs or sign UV damage. And so what it's searching for, of course, is signs of UV damage, right? And so what comes up is UV lamps, nail lamps can silently harm your skin and even lead to cancer. And it shows some lady's nails that are just all nasty. It looks like she's got like fingernail cancer, which I've never heard before. But yeah, UV damage can increase blood flow. Responding to UV damage by increasing blood flow and sending fluid to the affected tissues. So this is actually saying that the sun can cause puffiness. I'm going to see if I can find a sign for later. But yeah, it could have been California, could have been Arizona. May have been two different guys that I'm talking about and you're talking about. But definitely the same thing where they were saying that like they're just not telling us how bad the UV rays that are actually hitting us were.
Yeah, Pill checking in says two-man says he had the smog alert with no chemtrails in Philadelphia, California at 70 degrees. And then we also have Reason 8432, 68 in Hemet, California. Sun is out and clear. Chemtrails, free sky. It's been cold as F all week. Yeah, it has been cold in California this last week itself. So, yeah, you guys rock. Did you guys come alive over in the chat itself? Dirty Carpenter and Just Coach 24 checked in. Reno Gal also. Who else was in there? We got any other? Let's see who else put in the.
Ooh, that's a good one. Jixer.
Let's see who else is in here.
Jixer Trixer says sunscreen causes cancer, not the sun. And I've seen that, I've seen one dude in a video in like Hawaii. It's an older guy, and he goes, yeah, I burn once a year. He goes, but I don't use sunscreen. But if you use sunscreen, that's when the metals in the basically sunscreen is what cooks your body. And he goes, yeah, I get, lightly burned once a year. He goes, after that, I don't get burned anymore. And that's it. So, I mean, dude, who knows at this point? But yeah, it's we got a lot of people. And this I feel I really, really and genuinely hope this is not going to be you getting a situation like I went through there. DL Jr. says I'm about 75 miles west of Spaceshot, and then the message above. And this is eerily reminiscent of me. It says, first time in 20 years I've had allergies. Had to take Claritin every day to be able to breathe correctly. Something going on. So, dude, I was never allergic to anything. And then when I was like 23, I was like,
is this when you stopped the Coke? Did they stop the Coke habit? Is that what happened?
No, we never stopped.
Because Hunter Biden never had allergies.
No, yeah, that's for wussies. We don't quit that stuff. No, but you just keep it. Put the whole the whole buffet on there. But no, it's just weird, dude. Like for some reason, once I hit 23, I was just like all of a sudden stuffy, and then I would touch my car and then touch my face and all. Like, dude, I had it so bad to this point. Like if I touched something with pollen on it and then touched my hand, like the part in which I would touch on my skin would start swelling up like you got bit by like a mosquito or something like that. And I'm like, dude, this is weird. So it was so bad. I'll put up a picture. I could put up a picture of an. I think I've probably sent it to you before, dude. Like it was one of the first years I ever had allergies, and I started like rubbing my eye, and I kept rubbing in my eye and kept rubbing my eye to the point of the white part of my eye was no longer white. It was like reddish pink, and it started folding up like an accordion. So if I would like look to the corner of my eye, that white part would like it's just gross, dude. It was so swollen and so nasty. But good news is, so maybe Junior there can, if it's that bad, you can go to get shots of prednisone. But here's the key for that one. You can only get them like 2 or 3 years in a row, or at least that's what I could do back in, whatever year that was that I was doing it. So I went to go back the next year, and I was like, oh, want to, set my appointment for to get a prednisone shot? They're like, nope, you already had 3 years in a row. You can't do any more. I'm like, any more? Ever? And then now my allergies are not that bad, and thankfully they're not. But if they were, dude, I would be crying at this point because it's very debilitating. And dude, I'm convinced it's Mother Nature's way of fighting back at us and saying, oh, you want to cut down our rainforest? You want to cut down this? Okay, boom, I need to plant more.
Here's some tree semen for your nasal cavity there. How about that? We're going to assault you with ours with that. How about that?
It's it's plausible.
My kids are only really allergic, I think, to some animal stuff, and That's about it. They get some depletion shots, and daughter gets some special cocktail shots to help with the immunity to it. So she actually goes in and gets a special cocktail that somebody makes, and then they give her a special vial, and then she'll go every once a month to go get a shot that builds up the immunity for, I think it's like dog dandruff and a whole bunch of other little things. It helps out, but she gets a skin rash really bad, like an eczema rash.
Oh,
So this helps out with all that.
I hate that. Ugh, so nasty. Is that the one with the vodka in it, honey?
The vodka?
Special cocktail. Is that the one with the vodka? Who wants Arnie Palmies? Arnie Palmy alerts. It's the one with the vodka in it, honey.
Exactly. Well, how is chat doing? Reno Gal says smog is really bad, but who remembers the horrid dust clouds that were larger than earthquakes caused? Huh?
Oof.
That'll make sense.
That sounds like
I'm just reading chat.
Sound like another language. And this one, Cheshire Tree of Insight says, I'm allergic to wasps, but deathly allergic to strawberries. Oh, dude, I couldn't imagine not being able to eat strawberries. I mean, I could live without eating blackberries and raspberries. Strawberries? Oof. Blueberries?
There's something do I have it right here?
I could do without blueberries as well. Nobody likes a quitter.
There's a thing. I got a thing in here about ticks coming up here a little bit later. We'll get into that because that seems to have an issue. And then that's the thing that RFK is trying to fight, because there's a specific tick that you get bit with that it makes you allergic to red meat forever.
I mean, would that be a good thing? I mean, I like red meat, but but then how do you get your extra?
Well,
iron?
how about any dairy products? Period. Anything that came from a cow you couldn't have.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, so
just from a tick
beef.
bite. Yep.
Oh, that's not cool.
Well, beef and dairy and kind of anything from a cow over there on that side. So I got ticks coming up there. Because you ever saw the videos of people reporting about a box of ticks being found on the ground and stuff like that, and some of the people that I looked in was reporting were saying, "Oh, that shit's fake." And then like one of the guys started talking about it. He goes, "I thought it was fake too until I got the box." And then friends and neighbors were having these issues with red meat. And then you see JFK JFK Jr. come out a couple of days ago talking about situation that they're looking for a cure for it, called like gal disease or gal something. I can't remember. We'll get into it a little bit later.
So that's JFK coming. Jr. came out a few days ago?
I mean, sorry, Robert. Yeah, he's back. Robert Kennedy. He's back he jumped out of the plane. He survived.
Did you hear anything about
casted
Jr.?
leg?
By the way, did you hear anything about JFK, by the way, in the last few days?
What's the conspiracy now, sir?
No conspiracy. I'll drop it at the bottom for you. We can maybe cover it later.
Alpha Gal. Thank you, Reno Gal. It's called Alpha Gal.
There you go. I don't know how I saw this, but I saw it last night, and I'm like, what the hell? That's just weird.
Nah, we're going to skip that. Anyways, we're going to go right into our show stuff right here. You want to read that for everybody?
Suzuki. Hold on, let me see here. 7-Eleven. Tashifumi Suzuki, the Japanese businessman credited with creating the 7-Eleven convenience chain global retail empire, has died. He was 93. He was 711. He was 711 years old. A Chinese man or a Japanese man created 7-Eleven? Really?
Dude, they're absolutely huge over there in Japan. That's where they started back in the late 60s, early 70s before they made it over to the United States.
I thought they were hard workers over there. I thought it would been like 24/7.
Oh, dude, their stores, dude, their high dollar stuff that they have in their stores, they're a lot more than just your regular 7-Eleven. But everybody on the planet Earth has been in a 7-Eleven in one time or another, or at least grew up around one, like me, because I used to play video games inside the 7-Eleven. Oh, Q Patriot Angel gifted a 1 subscription to the channel. Thank you.
Hip hip hooray! Oh, and we are covering that later on, by the way, Hulk. Even as gay as it is,
He says, I like Stop and Go better coming from
Stop and Go. In-N-Out Burger.
Oh, that's coming.
Madonna
Did you,
says JFK Jr. was the best sex of her life. Ugh.
Here.
Ugh,
Here, we'll go right into In-N-Out.
Ooh. Fresh.
New deals have finally come to out on the biggest outpost of the cult favorite. In-N-Out Burger has landed a smack dab in the middle of a $1 billion with a B mega project designed to dwarf Manhattan Central Park. Irvine-based burger behemoth is planning its flag in the Great Park, sprawling 1,300-acre of the former Marine Corps Air Station, previously reported by the Post. So the new burger joint anchor, the Canopy, a 12-acre, 90,000 square foot shopping and dining area will include the restaurant, or grocery stores, and retail spaces designed for an all-day excursion. The 3,800 square foot location will feature a chain iconic mid-century meets classic American aesthetic with a 50 or 500 square foot outdoor patio, drive-through lanes designed to accommodate 33 vehicles, according to documents of the Irvine City Commanding Commission. So yeah, they're going to build the largest In-N-Out complex on the planet, and then suck in other retail over to complete off what was El Toro Marine Base in Irvine, California, that was shut down in the early 90s. So $1 billion that they plan to spend on this entertainment venue by themselves. That's huge.
So they're making like a water park out of it, or what?
No, that's Wild Rivers. That's a totally different part. So this is a Marine base, a Marine Corps air base that was built in the early 20s and 30s that was given back to the city, and the city has redeveloped it to a great park. Amenities, they already have Wild Rivers there. They have a concert venue there. They have some like smaller concert venue, outdoorsy type area, drinks and bars and stuff like that. And then they're going to develop into this area and then some other housing and all those sort of things on the property that used to be the Marine Corps base. It's just In-N-Out has come in and says, oh, that's a good idea. Do you mind if we spend $1 billion at your park? They're like, sure, come on in. That's what the big development is.
Damn.
So there's already a bunch of money spent on the Great Park and all that, because it used to be, everybody saw, what the hell was that movie, Independence Day? Where what's his name goes running back to the front of the Marine base, and they tell him, oh, El Toro's closed or it's been blown up. That's the El Toro Marine base they're referencing.
Oh, Randy Quaid or Will Smith. I forget which one in that movie.
Yeah, Will Smith was there.
It's been a while.
All right.
What year was that movie? Like 94?
I think so.
That was a while.
Extremely rude.
Mm-hmm.
I was just reading chat at the very end.
Here, let's see. 1996. Yeah, that was a minute ago. But dude, to sell some burgers. I don't think I've ever had an In-N-Out burger, unfortunately.
I recommend you get the double animal styles, or at least a triple. You can get 3 meats. Animal style, which means they grill the burger in mustard. And they also do grilled onions on it, and then they just pack on everything there. And they put they got their spread, which is basically a little bit of takeoff of the Thousand Island dressing, is their burger spread that they use. So it's pretty good. You get the same thing done with the fries. You can ask for animal fries. You can get their Flying Dutchman, which is also interesting, which is it's a hamburger wrapped with 2 grilled flat patties of onions. So just like one slice, and they grill it, and then they put the burger between it, and you can have it that way. So there's no bread, onion, burger stuff, and then onion again.
That'd be healthier, because the bread, that's basically, I've been having my burgers without bread for a couple months anyway. But yeah,
you should try that, dude. Grilled white onion, just flat, the whole ring, the whole thing, and use that on either side. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. I've never had anything better. No, because it all holds together. They leave it all flat, and they'll cook it only on one side, so it gets pretty burnt on one side, and then they'll just sandwich the burger between it, and then you can get grilled onions on top of it. Oh, it's so good.
Ooh. Yeah, dude. I here's the thing too about onions. I cannot stand raw onions, but put some sautéed onions on some a burger or some steak or something like that, like Longhorn does. And what's that company that sends boxes of meats to people's houses? They have this burger called Vidalia onions. It has the onions inside already minced in with the meat. Oh my god, it's so good.
Oh yeah. That's why I like to get a little bit of bacon in the hamburger. If you do some of the mixed meat.
My old
that's so
neighbor
good.
didn't like the onions, and so she used to give us like 6 of those burgers every time she would get a box of them because she couldn't eat onion. I was like, oh, we'll take them for sure. Oh, there's that Pepe in the throat, dude. And it's only like these few weeks where it's like, like if you sat there and vaped too much and then you didn't like clear out your throat. That's kind of what the pollen makes me feel like. If I just kept vaping, but just never like did that. Say if you kept vaping like 20 times and then you kind of breathe in and out. It's like that's what the pollen does to me. It gives this weird tickle in the back of my throat. It even changes your voice a little bit.
Yeah, you're being sexually assaulted by nature.
Yeah. Oh, you want to cut down my trees? All right. You want to F me? We're going to F you right back. Boom. Right in the keister.
North Texas to get an in and out. That's the closest place. Yeah, that sucks. A vanilla shake for me. Here's a question for everybody. Vanilla, strawberry, chocolate shake. Which one are you going to pick? You're picking? Put it in chat right now. I'm going to go vanilla.
Depends.
How about you, Spaceshot? No, it doesn't matter where you're there. They got strawberry, vanilla, or chocolate, and it's your favorite place they make shakes.
Chocolate
All the way. Dirty Carpenter coming in with some chocolate.
What do you guys like out there? Let's see what these guys on my side are saying here. They fry their own potatoes. Vanilla always, Wheezy Girl says. Cheshire. Tree of Insight says vanilla. Be More says chocolate all day. Don't move there. Everybody's got an opinion on milkshakes. That's good. You hit a hot spot there, Hulk. Sally Ravens, vanilla, Foxy Blue, chocolate. Lanny Lou 4, chocolate. Pumpkin King Tato.
I got one strawberry.
Chocolate. I got no strawberries yet. Kegel, vanilla. Sherry tells talking about steak fries or tater wedges being the best. Vanilla for Catherine Stazzoni. Ooh, JDP, mix all three. Curveball, Lenny Lou throws in coffee. Chocolate malted from Barrent. Vanilla, Oski Wee Wee. Vanilla at White Castle, Luigi777.
Dirty Carpenter says chocolate with pineapple. Okay.
Ooh, I never had that. I like pineapple. Even on pizza. Ooh, sacrilegious. And then we went up Cassie J's chocolate, Bamlo's chocolate, Jixer Trickster half chocolate, half strawberry. That's not bad there. Let me read like
I got a second strawberry here.
Yep, Guyanon 22 strawberry.
All ice cream is good. I agree with that, Trump Red Pill. Rasta says chocolate.
Oh, and make sure it's ice cream, guys. That's another thing we got to worry about nowadays, dude. You saw the whole thing with the oh god, what was it? An Oreo
non-dairy product?
Yeah, no, frozen dairy.
The frozen dairy berry product. Yeah.
It's like, wait, what's that? Oh, you need to have 5% or more to be called ice cream or something like that. And it's like, wait, you can't even have 5% like dairy in there. So what are you putting in there then?
Omaha Steaks was your answer earlier, by the way. And chocolate, strawberry chocolate, a whole bunch over here. So right off the bat, chocolate is number one. And then by a long margin, far away, is vanilla. And then way at the bottom of the list, I think 2 or 3 people pick strawberry so far.
Ooh, I can't say I haven't done this one, Hulk. Sherry Tell says, I dip my fries in milkshakes too. I've done that. And then Mooney FX says, me too, in chocolate shakes. Dude, how about French fries with mayonnaise? You ever try that?
Well, that's England type of thing. They do those sort of things over there. And I remember doing a story about a guy who's in New York that came from England to here just to make French fries. That's all he serves there. And he has all these signs all over the inside of the store that says no ketchup, don't ask, and all those sort of things because they don't offer ketchup, period. Because it says it's sacrilege to use ketchup on French fries. But that's all he makes.
That's crazy. baked chili or tartar sauce. Cheshire says my absolute favorite is peanut butter, which I cannot say I disagree with. You know what I used to like, dude? You ever have Moose Tracks?
Yes.
Those are good. You know, the vanilla ice cream with the chocolate stripe and then like peanut butter cups in it. Or you can get the, what do
Is
they
that
call
by Blue Bunny?
Yeah, and
That's
then
Blue Bunny.
yeah, and then local,
Well,
our local brand makes it like the supermarket brand, like I forget what it's called, but my son seems to like the store brand stuff more than a lot of stuff. And I remember when I used to eat the pizza, they have a pretty damn good pizza there too.
yeah, because I was eating some of the Blue Bunny because they came out, and I thought there was really good, well done ice cream. So I ate it for a while, and then it looked like they changed manufacturers, and it just turned crappy. So I stopped eating it. So I went to the Chinook ice cream, which has been pretty good. Campfire peanut butter cup is awesome. Recommended 100%. Got marshmallows in it. First ice cream I ever had with marshmallows in it besides Rocky Road.
Rocky Road. I used to
Baby Roof.
I haven't seen it in years, and I'm a big sherbet guy. I love orange sherbet, and Edie's used to make orange sherbet. I think they used to call it like orange cream or something. I forget what it was, but it was
Creamsicle. Yeah.
it was
It's like a 50-50 bar.
well, no, this one was orange sherbet with chocolate chips in it. It was so
What?
damn good. Yeah, orange sherbet
Chocolate in it?
with chocolate
Okay.
chips. Yeah, just chocolate chips with and it wasn't like crazy overloaded, but it was basically just orange sherbet with chocolate chips in it, and I forget what they used to call it, like Swiss orange, I think is what they called it. It was so damn good, and maybe they make
Little
it still,
Sister Brown says, now I want ice cream.
right? Let me see. And I hate to, when you look up things, you're like, oh wait, where is this? Oh, they discontinued it. It's like, dude, people used to buy them out like all the damn time. Look at Edie's. Please bring back Swiss orange sherbet. Facebook. Edie's Swiss orange sherbet 1.5 Instacart. Wait, this can't be new. Edie's
Orange
Swiss
sherbet.
orange sherbet starting at $3.19. Browse 60 stores in your area, but it's not showing me a picture of it.
Pineapple sherbet was my favorite in the 70s. Wow.
Pineapple sherbet. They make that any? Oh yes. All right. At least I got a picture of it. Reddit. This hit Reddit nostalgia on Reddit. Realized this was posted 7 years ago, but was thinking about this today. And I don't know. This doesn't even doesn't even look like what I remember it to be. Let's see. I can drop you a thing for it. It's a picture of the Edie's Swiss orange. Edie's sherbet Swiss orange, and this is not even the container that I remember it to be, but it was basically excellent source of vitamin C.
Quick comment from Reno Gal. I'm going to make orange cake with vanilla drizzled icing. Tastes just like a 50-50 bar.
I'm going to go back and maybe this week, I think sometime I'm going to go back to my hometown and grab a sandwich from the Thanksgiving place. It's the best Thanksgiving sandwich I've ever had in my life. And ever since I had that, since I was a little kid, I've been chasing that same Thanksgiving sandwich, and there's nothing that comes close. And it's funny because I got my son one a couple months ago, and he did the same thing that I did when my mother brought me the first one. I was like, "Ew, what's this? Ugh, that looks gross." Because it's like a huge sandwich and it looks like a big ass mess. I'm like, dude, just take a friggin' bite. He's like, I don't really want, and then he takes a couple bites, and then he's like, I don't know. Then he puts it back, and then he goes upstairs to his room. Like 2 minutes later, comes back down, opens up the microwave, whoops down like half of it. He's like, damn, that's good, huh? I'm like, yeah, it's damn good, isn't it?
That's awesome.
Like my favorite sandwich ever since. He's like, maybe next time just tell him don't put I think that's lettuce in there or something. I'm like, dude, it's the whole package. They give you a whole big chunk of like the juiciest turkey you've ever had. Because the only problem I ever had with turkey is I don't like, it's dry. Other than that, fine. But it's super moist. They put Munster cheese on it. They put stuffing. And they put some sort of cranberry sauce, mayo, lettuce mix on it or whatever on marble bread. Oh my God. And it's literally like 3.5, 4 inches thick, this sandwich. And I think they use two or three pieces of bread in it. There you go. So
We
good.
need to add a honorable mention to the dessert aisle over here because some people are mentioning Italian ice like Luigi's, and I've never had
Yes.
Rita's, but yeah, the Italian ice, which is basically, in my opinion, is like a super frozen Slurpee, is what it reminds me of. But still, it's better than a Slurpee though, but it kind of reminds me of the same consistency.
Oh no, darling USA says, I hate to do this because I love you guys, but I suggest looking up how ice cream is made today and with what. Sorry.
Well, that's why we're talking about the frozen dairy dessert and what actually is labeled as ice cream. Because if you go look in the freezer section under ice cream, only probably 15% of the ice cream that you see in there actually is ice cream, and everything else is a frozen dairy dessert where it has a modified dairy product in there that's faking milk.
Ugh. Frozen dairy treat is a broad category of frozen desserts that includes ice cream, gelato, frozen custard, frozen yogurt, and sherbet, all of which are made with dairy ingredients like milk and cream. Primary distinction between these treats lies in the milk fat content, presence of egg yolks, and the amount of air overrun whipped into the mix during the freezing. So yeah, it's about fat content, how much air is in it. There has to be a minimum amount of fat to be labeled cream and overrun, and how much whipped air is whipped in has to be under a certain amount. So frozen dairy dessert can range from anything like premium high-quality plant-based ice cream to cheap, airy whipped coffee creamer that mostly air like the tub of Cool Whip. Frozen dairy dessert is emphasizing that even though it's not ice cream, it's entirely milk-based, probably low-fat. Yeah, no, I'll stay away from any of those frozen.
I use Tillamook is real ice cream. I actually look at the container and make sure it says ice cream on it.
Yep.
So that's where we're at.
I think we should start a breakfast breakfast cooking show, dude, on the weekends. Ooh, what's that?
What's what?
I think I'm seeing the end of a sandwich here. John M.F. Kennedy's talking about something with mayo, and I'm gonna go up to see if I can get the rest up top here. I can see if I can find it. I'm always looking for new different foods to start. DL Junior says
IB Mitchin says I have a professional ice cream maker for homemade. It's better than store bought and extremely fun. It is also good. Yum. How long to make it? Clean up, all that kind of crap. So just wondering.
You ever make ice cream with a couple tin cans and a coffee tin like you used to do in school?
Nope.
Did you ever do that in school?
No.
Really?
No, but I've seen it on the internet.
So best of my memory, we took, say something the size of maybe, a can of peas or something like that. We put the cream and the vanilla and all that stuff in there, the heavy cream. And then you take like a bigger container of like, say, coffee tin, and then you put ice around it, and then you roll it around. And basically after you mix it, it turns it into a cold treat. We did that a couple times in school. Super good. Make your own. That way you know what's in it, right?
Yeah, exactly. Breyer's natural vanilla. I'm a big vanilla fan. I like the vanilla bean style a little bit better.
Yeah, the one that's got the little specks in it.
Yes.
Yes, very good, very good. Natural vanilla. Y'all got to make nice cream, Onward Truth says. Frozen bananas, a splash of almond milk. Oh, you're going all sorts of liberal on me. Yeah, I'm just kidding. Frozen bananas, splash of almond milk, organic cherries. Oh, you definitely know. Dark chocolate chips, tablespoon of peanut butter or almond butter. So delicious, food processor. Oh yeah, you can make ice cream in food processors too, right?
Well, you got to be able to cool it. So yeah, I miss A&W drive-thrus. There are not very many around. There's still a couple around here in Southern California. All right.
He says you
can we get into some show stuff?
Yeah, let's just make a food show this day. We only eat French fries with mayonnaise, no ketchup. We might eat what we call fries special. It's with mayo, curry ketchup, and raw onions. It's awesome. Dutch Uncle, where are you from? Are you Danish, obviously? If you're Dutch, are you living in the United States, or where are you living there? Dutch Uncle. Just wondering, like, what region Dutch Uncle's living in. Might be what you said, Hulk, with the we only eat French fries with mayo. Maybe
Yeah,
maybe
they'll
Europe.
catch up. Yeah, Europe, UK.
Yeah. I'll keep my eye out for the comment there, Dutch. Mickey D's told a buddy of mine that he couldn't go for an ice cream because it was lactose intolerant. She told him the ice cream was made from a powder, not milk. It's Oski Wee Wee. Let's see. Dutch crumble. I just freeze all the berries and drop them in the blender with kefir, Kefir.
Kefir?
Dutch.
Is that like?
Oh wait, that's a different person. Is that a different person? Dutch crumbler was different than the other person there. That's weird. Wait, did I lose you? All right, yeah, Dutch uncle. That's what I'm looking for to see what region Dutch uncle is from with the mayo. But trying it with bananas, but I haven't mastered it myself.
Wait, Chick says I make my own sorbet most nights. Frozen fruit like mango with maple syrup and a little hot water in my Ninja blender. It's great. Interesting.
Sounds yummy. Ooh, this is interesting. Cisco says, "Hello, Patriots. Anyone remember mock apple pie made with Ritz crackers?"
No.
I do not. That'd be interesting. What I do like with Ritz crackers is the stuffing that you can make for like haddock or cod. You basically crush up Ritz crackers and mix butter in with it, but I can never get the consistency right. We have a very nice restaurant here that it's so good, dude. And I can never mimic it right. And I'm like, you guys, can you ask the chef? He's like, yeah, it's just Ritz crackers and butter. And I'm like, well, why can I never get the consistency right? You know? The butter.
The Reno gal's going to have to tell me what the hell her definition of kefir is.
Oh, I know what it is.
What is it?
On my side of the chat, Dutch Uncle said it's a fermented something drink here. Right here. It should be right above this one here. It's some sort of a fermented drink. I saw the comment here. Fresh made right out of the cow's titty, Tiddy, Jixer Trixer says. Titty, Tiddy. Where is it? Dutch Uncle. No, it's down below.
Bake eggs, Ritz, butter, eggs, muffin pan.
Gosh.
Huh.
All right. Kefir is a fermented milk drink. Kefir, Kefir. Not the same as you're thinking. Not keef.
I thought it's just that freaking little hairs that fall off the weed. I thought it was.
Kefir drink. Is a fermented milk drink similar to a thin yogurt or Ayran, Ayran, that is made from kefir grains, specific type of mesophilic symbiotic. The frog? Symbiotic what?
That's what I've been saying.
It's a mesophilic symbiotic culture prepared by inoculating the milk of cows, goats, or sheep with kefir grains. Common breakfast, lunch, or dinner consumed in countries of West Asia, Central Europe, and Eastern Europe, consumed at any time of the day alongside European pastries like Zelnik, Burek, and
it's a watery yogurt.
Yeah,
good for your gut.
Sounds like I'll be pissing out my butt. Like, here,
wow.
Try this. This is a new one. And exactly what D Starboy said in the comment. That don't. I thought it said that don't sit right. It said that don't sound right. Keef is correct. D Starboy Keef is correct. Laughing emoji. Ever get Dutch Uncle where he's from? I think so, but it's got to be over in. My guess is Euro or European.
Somewhere out there.
This is going broke. All right, does everybody get all the food out of their system so far? We can go into lunches soon.
Hold on one second. I got to check the door.
We go into some breakfast. Yeah, Ron66, they actually tune into the food channel. Yeah, we've been talking for about 45 minutes about foods, but pretty much. Sauerkraut's a good probiotic, a great probiotic, darling, USA1 says. Crispy chicken. Germans like mayo ketchup on fries. Now, I don't mind that either. If you mix them a little bit, kind of like a Thousand Island-ish. Kimchi, great for fixing things. Miss Mary. Yellow curry going on. Chicks or tricks or breakfast is over. Well, it depends on where you are. Could be over in Europe right now. Or it's 2 a.m. If you trim for season, you get too much keef, it gets boring. Sandwich from the butcher, D-Star Boy. I need to get to that store today. Cortido is similar to kimchi. All these weird foods I've never heard about. See how uncultured I am?
Yeah, I got to be Asian for the kimchi. My kids like it.
Just uncultured. That's
all right, you ready? You ready for stories and shit?
I am. America's
well,
back.
We're gonna talk about social media influencers here and all that sort of stuff. The changes that are happening out here. We're gonna start right here. You can read this for everybody.
Jeez, Pepe. News. X just kicked out one of its biggest accounts for stealing content. Hell to the yes. Massimo built a Massimo following by taking other creators' videos, cutting out the watermark and posting them as his own. Thousands of videos, same trick every time. Nikita Beer's X's head of product, told him directly, today is your last day in the creator program. 4.3 million followers and stealing other people's crap. And dude, what about the people that just simply don't add anything to the content and then slap your label on it, like a Fox News clip, right? All right, there's a 20-minute segment, and me and you, Hulk, we just said, all right, you know what, we're going to add this to the show tomorrow. Let's cut a 45-second segment on it, and let's slap the Hulk and Spaceshot show logo to it. It's like, wait, that's not your video. You clipped a 45-second video of somebody else's work. You didn't transform it. You didn't add anything to it. Now, if you added words and maybe added some images to it or something like that, I could see putting your stamp on it. But a lot of people are just doing, just like we're talking about, clipping a segment and then basically putting their own stamp on it. Like, oh, this is mine. And I see it so much.
So this creator's been around since 2010, clipping most stuff off the internet, kind of technology, nature, thinking, learning type of thing, putting those things out is what most of the people do. And then some of the other creators out there have been caught cropping videos to negate any watermarks and give the original content creator the credit for making that particular product or that particular video or whatever it might be. So this has been kind of an issue going around the internet here because, even Elon Musk was subscribed to Rainmaker way back in 2023. So the dude's been around a while and they're starting to see that. And then you could read this now.
Listen to this. Nikita posted 2 days ago that X has, quote, identified a number of large accounts that have been programmatically re-uploading content from smaller accounts to game the revenue share program. The chart below appears to be the internal tool being used to track them. It shows which accounts the content is being taken from, how many posts were taken from each creator. Massimo was likely just the first. Expect more large accounts to be demonetized over the coming week. And dude, yeah, they absolutely should. And so who were they taking from?
Wait. We got to get back to the evidence here. So I went back and I looked at Viral Rush X's account and started going through what they were posting there. And they're over here, a smaller account by tens of thousands versus millions. They were doing the exact same thing of stealing other content, cropping out watermarks, and then put it out. So this account, Rainmaker, which is Massimo, went and picked up some stuff from him, not all the stuff that they're actually saying and went and looked at. It doesn't align to the way that I'm seeing it. They said it was like 2,700 pieces over 3 years or something like that. But this guy's doing the exact same thing, in my opinion, of cropping out the watermarks and stealing content and posting it back out again. So every single one of these people are all doing the same thing. It's just that the Massimo account was caught. doing it, but they have been here the longest. And this one more focuses on the viral stuff and getting the videos and stuff like this. This account goes all over the place and does a bunch of stuff, but they are posting quite a bit every day. So they're not specifically going out there and taking the said content from them all the time. And that's all they're posting is stolen content. They put together some very intelligent stuff, in my opinion. Maybe wrongly accused, in my opinion, but that's the way it rolls over here on Twitter. So as we continue on, you want to make any comments on this?
Hell yeah. So I'm just trying to look. So
It says all the other sources stole their content from other platforms. And then the other thing they're talking about is the viral video of the White House shooting, where it was posted with the news reporter kind of standing there looking stupid. And like a whole bunch of accounts all posted the same video from some news source out there. And then somebody had asked Takitas directly, he's all, okay, I see you're making these new rules, but look, these 3 accounts right here all posted the same video all around the same time. So who's supposed to get the credit, because the person who made the video is not even on the platform? And then they basically said that X encourages to have the great content come to our platform. So basically saying is the first come, first serve is you're going to be the ruler of the content I stole from YouTube on X.
Yep.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, and all it takes to transform something too is like, and add an image to it, right? Or add something to it, like, easily done, like put in an old article of something that was done, in relation to said story. Like, the stupid one that I got queued on, right? And it was basically just a Trump speech, and all I did was slap in a Q post into it, right? And so that is transforming a 25-second clip of President Trump speaking, but adding something to it, right? And so,
which is fine.
Yeah, it's transforming it in a way.
So let's say I went and I took that post and I copied and pasted everything directly on there, like Spaceshot did, and I didn't change one thing on there, took the video and those words and posted it as my own. That would be taking content in their eyes. If I took the video and I maybe quoted him and then I wrote my own thing on there, that's okay. You know what I mean? And then gave credit to him for the video that he had made because he added something to, I think you did in the video itself. You put some Q post or something in there.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah.
So that means you're changing the content. So if I take that and don't give credit to you on there, then I could be technically demonetized from the creator program, blah, blah, blah. That's the problem they're having with. So now if I did the embed video where some of these you press on the video and you can embed it. So when somebody looks at your tweet, it has your video and you're titled at the bottom, right below the video on the left-hand side. And then the creator can write something across the top. That is 100% okay because revenue sharing of the creator program will go to the original content provider.
Yep, as it should. But we see so many people that just clip something like, just a simple post like anybody, CNN or whatever, and then let me slap my big old, watermark on this thing and call it my own. It's like, dude, you did nothing but use a screen recorder that comes pretty much stock on anybody's phone nowadays.
Here, so go ahead and read this for everybody.
Miriam Al Sultan says, this is actually not fine. I worked at the legal team at YouTube 10 years ago.
Hello? Oh, sorry. We didn't know you're dying or what.
You worked at the legal team 10 years ago. Specifically for copyright infringement. You can only use other people's content for what is known as, quote, fair use, for commentary and additional value. It boils down to how said platform is designs. I'm reading as it is. Hence, X needs to define what they consider as such, since posts could have the video with text expressing one's opinion of it. With that said, many accounts on X act if they are reporters or journalists, simply stating what the video is about, not a single thought or research done, even if the info is correct. In fact, Massimo, Rainmaker73, violated the U.S. copyright law 17 U.S.C. 1501, copyright infringement for unauthorized reproduction and distribution of a copyrighted work. He also makes money off it, which he gets, if he gets sued, could be demanded the same amount of money plus damages. Now, Viral Rush account that Nikita is calling original creator actually creates nothing. He steals content and calls them his original work. He puts his watermark on them and doubles down by attacking those who stole his, quote, original work, demanding they get punished for stealing it. That's copyright infringement. U.S. Copyright Law 17 U.S.C. 501 plus false designation of origin, misrepresentation under the Landman Act 15 U.S.C. 1125, which covers false advertising and passing off someone else's work as your own. It can also strengthen claims for statutory damages or willful infringement. So it's 2 crimes, not just 1. Both are stealing content. Viral Rush being a worse criminal than Massimo and should be demonetized immediately. But according to Nikita, if I post a Netflix movie here, it would be my original work if I just do it first and put my logo on it. I wonder how Netflix would feel about that. Also, this should be handled privately and by someone who actually understands the company's terms of use and policies. Elon Musk, please hire people who do trust and safety and handle legal requests. This issue should have been handled. Okay. So yeah, I think we get the idea of what she's talking about. But yeah, I mean that makes sense, right? What she said.
Yep. Yeah,
my
exactly.
content has been stolen again. I've already had to block him. He's also blocked me, likely to avoid comments on the video he shares. I've asked several times not to repost my content without permission, but unfortunately it keeps happening. Big accounts should stop posting videos without permission. I know Nikita Bear and Saba have been working on this, but when will it finally stop? Thanks to VD Jones for the heads up. And so, they're just basically taking other people's work and then slapping a thing on it and not transforming it at all. I found the video on another platform also because it's from YouTube, not Viral Rush. But I guess the decision was made much earlier than this parody took place. Who uses fake watermarks can be monetized. Who doesn't use them cannot.
So
bad.
He's just posting on there on the response to this thing. He said that he took it, and he's all, no, I got it from this YouTube channel over here. Here's the link for the original video that Viral Rush took. Oh yeah, here's Nikki. You read the Nikki thing down here at the bottom.
All right. I'll read it all. So does this mean somebody should be able the first one to post a video on X no matter who the original owner is or creator of that video? Nikita says, it is fine to bring the best videos on the internet to X. One of X's core values is cultural commentary. However, we cannot tolerate big accounts intentionally using their larger following to hijack impressions hours after another user posts something. Having said that, we will aim to reward original content creators and live streamers more in the coming weeks. Wow.
Yeah, interesting response.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty crazy, dude. It's like, yeah, just steal whatever else from any other place, but make sure you get it first.
Yeah. Yeah. He says, please do not re-upload the author's video. Use quotes or video reshare. Your revenue was reduced by 90% last cycle. We're running out of room to reduce it more. Talking about this video in response to Nafal, because he got caught doing the exact same thing.
Oh, really? Oh, Maui out?
Oh, yeah.
I thought he was Elon's little best bun buddy.
Nope. They said we're running out of room to reduce it more than 90%.
Yeah.
Oh, it gets worse.
Elon Musk, he's responding to somebody who deleted their post. He says, almost everything you're saying is false and simply copying fake news from other accounts. There is a U.S. government arm of SpaceX called Starshield. Ooh, this is interesting, which has a different set of satellites than Starlink, which is for civilian use. The company that makes the suicide drones incorrectly used the civilian system instead of the Starshield.
So this is Nafal he's reporting to, replying back out there. So that was this account, Mario Nafal, that he had basically come back and replied to, saying that you're fake news. So it's interesting going around here. Okay, so did this actually happen? Are the AI slop writing posters getting banned? Hallelujah, suspended account. You want to read his response?
Oh, yeah. Nikita Bear. In this case, we found that this account and 3 of his friends were automating replies with agents. Proofreading content with AI is fine, but programmatically engaging with human users is not, unless it's a bot that a user summons like Grok. As long as you use our bot, it's cool.
Well, they're using AI bots in there to make replies on posts to fake engagement with people.
Fake engagement.
Here, you could read that for everybody too.
Oh my goodness. Disclosed TV has been removed from the creator revenue sharing program for uploading a video with the watermark removed. Glen rocket explodes on Cape Canaveral during launchpad testing fire. Adam Bernstein, this video was shot by me as part of my coverage for Spaceflight Now. It appears you have removed our watermark. Please credit us properly. Nikita says, great video. Sorry this happened. Creator has been deactivated from monetization for cropping out attribution. Right? Oh, you can't have somebody else's nasty watermark in there. We got to steal that. Scumbags. Like, why not just credit somebody's work? You know? It's that easy.
Yeah. PSA, quote the post or repost the video. Nikita has nuked the closed TV's monetization after they reposted the video. A Blue Origin's exposure, disclosed TV downloaded, cropped the watermark, and re-uploaded. They're not goofing around no more.
Dude, one infraction, it says, can get you demonetized. One.
Yeah, here, you can read this too.
All right. It says, yes, X is shutting down its communities feature permanently on May 30th. So today, official details. Announcement. X head of product Nikita Beer posted about it in late April of 26. The original shutdown date was May 6th, but it was extended to May 30th to give admins more time to migrate members. Reasons. Extremely low usage, less than 0.4% of users. High maintenance burden. Disproportionate spam, scams, malware, and abuse reports. Reportedly, roughly 80% of some moderation issues come from there. Many active ones have become promotional channels rather than genuine discussion spaces. What's replacing it? X is pushing XChat, group chats with joinable public links. Group size limits are increasing, starting at 350, expanding towards 1,000. Admins are encouraged to pin these links in their communities for migration. Engadget.com. They're also investing in custom timelines, Grok-powered topic sorting for niche content discovery on the main feed without moderator gatekeeping. Current status as of May 29th, communities still appear active today, but access and new activity will end soon, likely at midnight or in the hours of May 30th. Content and membership are expected to be removed and deleted after the deadline. No major reversal or delay announced from official accounts today at I. Recommendations. If you're in any communities you value, check for pinned XChat links or group invites right now. Export and save important info or follow key members or mods directly. Many creators already shifting to personal follows, lists, or external platforms. Interesting.
Yep, so stick a fork in it.
I don't even think I've ever used communities.
Yeah, I've seen it a couple of times, but not a lot of people use it.
I've seen
YouTube's got decisions and changes too. You want to read about them?
Oh yeah, and I'm very much liking it, and they're lagging behind for sure. Updates from YouTube. We're making AI disclosures simpler for creators and clearer for viewers. Here's what's coming. Labels for realistic AI-generated content will appear on the video player for both long-form videos and on shorts. We're introducing automatic AI detection to help creators label their AI content more accurately. Plus, over the next few weeks, we're giving all channels 18 plus access to our likeness detection technology to help spot AI deepfakes. It doesn't matter how many subscribers you have, if you're monetizing, or if you haven't posted a video yet, everyone gets it. So AI labels and viewers for creators. That's great.
Was AI used to generate or edit your content in any of the following ways? Make a real person appear or say or do something they didn't say, or do altered footage of real events or place, or generate realistic looking scenes. So if you're, that's an issue, because I mean, if we play an AI video during a show or something like that, that could be an issue for YouTube. You know what I mean? Because it's not the original content and it's been changed.
Yeah, dude, there's so much fake crap on there. And again, if you got a good ear, you can hear them basically make mistakes left and right when they mispronounce things. And then when you hear Elon speaking perfect English and he's not doing the, you know what I mean? He speaks too perfectly. So, and then they'll mess up words like Justin Gaethje, AI. When I listen to MMA videos for UFC, the guy will say, instead of Justin Gaethje, he'll go, oh, this the UFC fighter, Justin Gaethje. And I'm like, yeah, this is AI. So just listening for weird words being mispronounced, and that's a good indicator as well. Guru Larry Bundy Jr. YouTube is currently testing a, quote, top fans feature where your new video will only be seen by top 1% of your viewers and subscribers to reward your most loyal audience. It's basically requiring someone to have watched and commented on 97% of your entire history of uploads. That's some real, quote, complete the game, then finish all the side quests and download content to see the true ending stuff there. Why, though? If I wanted to make videos, but I didn't want anyone to watch them, I'd upload them to Vimeo. Right? Top fans.
Yes.
Top 1% of users who watched and listened to your content will be able to watch and comment on this video. Other users will be unable to view it, even with the link. You know what I'm going to do, dude? I'm going to make a video, and I'm going to make a very short video, and I'm going to say, hey, thank you for being the top 1%. And if anybody happens to leave a comment on that video, then they will have seen it. So I'm literally going to make a very short 30-second video saying, thank you for being a top fan over here. And if you're seeing this video, you're in the top 1% of my viewers. So I appreciate you. Boom. And I'll upload that just to see what, if anybody happens to see it. I don't know if there's anybody out there that fits that bill or not. But dude, I do know if I was posting on here right now with you and you had 46 views, say, on this post, I would have like 20. So they're doing something to my account over here still. I don't know exactly what's going on, but they don't like me on X.
I'm dropping show link out there, so anybody wants to drop the song and vote for a song, now would be your time to get over there and check that out as we start into some of the other stuff here. You could read the little thing. It says YouTube channel that uses AI narrative their videos attempts to pronounce the abbreviation WWE. We ready?
Right now. Can you afford it? Maybe. But do you feel like you have to be there? That's the question. And for a lot of people, the answer this year seems to be not quite. The show will happen. The stadium will likely fill up one way or another. What
Oh, yeah, it's great. Yeah, it goes on for another minute and a half like that.
And what? It just keeps trying and fails and keeps getting crazier?
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, at the end, it's just like...
Dude, that's like that movie with the Spielberg, with the girl who's speaking. She's like, in other
Disclosure?
News, what's happening to me?
The clicking noises, yeah. Exactly. Oh, here. Might as well throw a kick in here just as long as we're talking about all the social medias.
Oh, here we go. Ad break ends. Just so stupid. So dumb. Like, you know what's crazy too? It's like Eddie doesn't listen. He just ignores my message. Like, he just goes to the... I gotta message him. Bro, sit me down with the team doing the ads so I can at least help them make it more digestible for each streamer. Forcing fucking ads every single time in a 20-minute interval is retarded. It's just retarded. Let the streamer choose when to run it on the hour. Furthermore, that's it, actually. There's no furthermore. Anyways, as I was saying, just cross out here.
There's no furthermore.
they're running ads across his stuff every 20 minutes across Kick. So that's a new thing that's going on as they try to generate revenue.
And dude, I tried to go on Kick for 6 months, and the only person we had in the chat was Debbie, who was moderating over there, Debbie Roush. Me and her, it would be 2 if I jumped in to check how many people would be in the room, literally for 6 months. So they're not about news over there. They're about video gaming, apparently, more than anything. And do you know how many minutes YouTube sets you? If you say you put a video for monetization, say like a 3-hour video like this, if I don't make any changes, you know how many minutes they set the commercials apart?
No.
8 minutes.
Nice.
8 minutes, dude. So if you had a 3-hour video, 180 minutes, we'll say, 180 minutes divided by 8, that's how many commercials you're going to get during that video. Let's see. And I'm not that good at math, so here we go. Well, I am pretty decent, but you're going to get 22 commercials in a 3-hour video.
Oh, yeah. This is interesting here. Here, read this right here.
The way I got it set up, you'll go through 6 or 7 commercials in a 3-hour period. So let's see. Polymarket. AI consultant reveals a client accidentally spent whoopsies. That's $500 million in a single month after failing to set employee limits on Claude usage. Whoopsie daisy. None of this is satire. A company spent $500 million, right? That's million. Yeah, $500 million on Claude in 1 month because nobody set usage limits. Uber ran leaderboards ranking engineers by how much AI they used, not what they shipped. Uber burned their entire 2026 budget by April. Their COO said he can't connect any of it to consumer features. A CTO told Axios employees were using enterprise AI to check the weather. Microsoft canceled most Claude Code licenses because the token bill spiraled. Companies are now laying people off to pay the AI bill, not because AI replaced the work, but because the bill replaced the headcount. Ooh, damn.
Yeah, not turning out very good. Things to think about as AI's starting to take a little punch in the gut here as we're moving through in the changing of the guard of how they're going to use AI now. Because making viral memes over there using Claude or anything like that is pretty much gone right now because it costs too much. And they're starting to figure that out now.
Wow.
What else do we got? Just a little bit of a note out here because we played this on Thursday over here, but a version of the JetBlue's version of that explosion from Blue Origin's rocket fire test. Absolutely monstrous explosion, guys. So they were talking about over here, Bezos has 3 options left and got the Glenn launch pad and all those sort of things. So I went to check out. They said, they could rebuild it in scratch in like 1 to 2 years. And I'm like, guys, they only have 1 launch pad in Florida. And they only had 1 rocket and it was reusable. And both of them got blown up. And they're supposed to set up satellites up there because they want to compete with Starlink, right? And they were going to launch their own satellite system. They got, I think it's Delta on their list. And they said, we're going to be good by 2028. Well, they just blew up all their shit that they can't get stuff into space. So unless they buy another launch pad from SpaceX, which I guarantee is not going to sell it to them, they're pretty much screwed here at this point. So I wrote down and go, they're screwed. There's no time to rebuild the launch tower. They're going to miss the window with NASA and the moon missions because they're supposed to take product and the little rover. Also increases the window of competition for Eli's Starlink system. It's not a good idea to put all your eggs in one basket because they all got smashed. One shot. That's everything they had is right there, all blown up on the freaking launch pad. Unless they could find some other place to launch from, and then come up with another reusable rocket that works.
Well, you see, just scroll up like 1 line, right there. All right, right there. It says, the media is showing you, quote, rocket science is hard and no injuries reported. They're not showing you that the Blue Origin just destroyed its only launch pad, the single piece of infrastructure that connects years of development to an actual orbital mission, 3 hours before midnight on May 28, 2026. This is the most consequential single test failure in any American space company has faced since SpaceX's Pad 40 explosion in 2016. They screwed, dude. Oh, so wait, hold on. Is this going to delay the moon mission? Like I knew it was going to be delayed in one way, shape, or form?
Nope, it's just Blue Origin side. It's going to be picked up by SpaceX. They got the extra capacity. So yeah.
Dog. That's not a model.
Yeah. Yeah.
That is one.
So that happened. We're doing a little bit of California here for a quick second over here. Gavin Newsom's new law shielding California ballots and election equipment from law enforcement has been confirmed null and void by the Trump administration. Even more suspicious, the pro-fraud activity from Gavin. The U.S. attorney elicited the bill has no effect on federal criminal investigations. We have and will continue to investigate election fraud. So he's banning state basic election fraud issues, and our attorney general for California saying, nah, we're good. All the stuff we're looking at is federal because we control the federal elections. And that still comes back to the thought process of what happens when Harmy Dillon comes to the end point saying that the states are not complying of turning over the voter registration, which they're legally obligated to do. What happens when they come up to an election? I don't know. That's going to be interesting if they're not going to adhere to federal law. Who runs the election then if you can't trust the state?
Mm-hmm. It looks like they gonna get screwed. And dude, if California is so blue, then why is he having all these issues, and why is he trying to make it so difficult that people can legally vote? Because we all know what the gag is, right? They're gonna go out there and say, oh, they're being racist, or they're being something ist or ism or whatever it is, right? But if it was on the up and up, they wouldn't be fighting so hard to keep, business as usual going.
Interesting.
Dude, that's really good, dude. I see this trending on the United States Catter Day. Cat. I haven't seen that dude in a while, and I'm not mad at it either. Cat turd.
Catter Day.
I'm not mad at
Saturday.
Cat turd in a while.
Well, it's not. Yeah.
Just haven't seen the name.
Well, it's Catter Day. It's an offshoot of Saturday. Catter Day.
Meow.
Well before the other cat. Yeah, all the AI stuff
totally
out there.
Don't ever talk to me like that, Carl.
We got to come back to that stuff there. How's Spencer Pratt doing?
I had Spencer Pratt on my podcast the other day. I think it drops. You know what? I know I'm supposed to hate him. I don't.
He runs great ads.
Yeah, I mean, he's a nice guy.
Yeah.
He's what's charming about him is he has no advisors. I mean, I confronted him on this and this you're going to have to think about. No, I only care about the issues I care about. So he's very honest about that. It's funny because he's running as a Republican and doing quite well. Everybody out here is like, what do you think of Spencer Pratt? He's on everybody's mind. I was asking him about that. He's very un-Californian in that way for a guy who's from California. But then I found out he's actually very Californian because he sells crystals. I had Spencer.
Yeah, they can't really say anything too bad about him.
He sells crystals. Mr. Kid Love Production himself. And dude, yeah, I mean, they're making his job easy with how fraudulent they've been running the state, right? And essentially for decades, right? So it's a very easy job, and he's doing it, he's doing a very good job of that. Because, when there's so much fraud around, it's easy to point it out. And, it's a lot of simple things and simple fixes can go a long way if you actually clean up the problem.
Exactly. It's going to be interesting if we get a Republican governor and a LA mayor that's Republican. It's going to get interesting. It might come back to where Reagan was, a governor of California.
That would be awesome.
Speaking about California, remember the Chinese spy?
Oh, yeah.
Former Southern California mayor pleads guilty to acting as an illegal agent for China. Former Acadia mayor Aileen Wang was pleaded guilty to federal charges accusing her of secretly acting as an illegal agent for China. Prosecutors announced on Friday Wang, 58, entered a plea deal agreement months after authorities alleged she worked for and to promote the interest of Chinese government before being elected to Arcadia City Council. Wang resigned as mayor and is stepping down from the council after felony charges were unveiled on May 11th. She agreed to plead guilty to one count of acting in the United States as an unregistered foreign agent. That's a FARA investigation. deal, a charge that carries a possible sentence of 10 years in prison. So yeah, she's not even gonna do court. She's like, yeah, I'm guilty. We don't need to let any of the information come out. Yeah, we're not gonna talk about any of that. I plead guilty.
I guilty. I did it. Well, dude, that's very interesting. I'm surprised they didn't have to get to the fingernail pulling part of the operation. She was like, yeah, I'm a Chinese agent. Send me back home. I don't know what.
Yeah,
time
you
she'll
stay in
do.
California. You're gonna stay at a prison, a federal prison for 10 years. We'll see.
Possible sentence. Yeah, and she pled guilty. So, I mean, I wonder if they're told, like, just plead guilty or what the case may be. I don't know what they're told from their home country. Yeah, just take it on the chin.
Discovery is the problem. It's discovery they don't want open.
Oh,
And evidence and start asking questions and all that. No, we're just going to end it right there. I thought this was interesting because Trump seems to get involved. And just a little note on the Kennedy Trump Center. Trump has turned that back over to Congress. He's going to take his name off the building due to the judge making decisions that he can't do any of the improvements on said building himself. So he's going to wash his hands of it, turn it over to Congress, and they could do whatever they want. So he hasn't been able to complete any of the renovations that he wanted to do, including the leaking plumbing and all that crap that's been leaking down in the basement for years. So they don't want any of that stuff done. But here he's talking about the glass tunnel. So here, let's get a little bit of this in here of him talking about it.
Into the ballroom. The ballroom will be right here. This is a beautiful glass tunnel. Beautiful tunnel that goes right into the ballroom. Ballroom's right there. Pretty good, right?
You've had so much fun, I feel like, designing this.
Well, I did. It's going to be one of the greatest. I would say it will be the greatest facility of its kind ever built, by far. There'll never be anything like it. And we're ahead of schedule. We're right on budget.
That's par for course.
And it's a gift from me and from great patriots that, it's going to cost the country nothing.
My View host Laura Trump getting a sneak peek of the new White House ballroom, where construction is currently underway despite Democrats fighting tooth and nail to shut it down. Laura Trump joins us now. Laura, I've been around the president when he's talking about construction. It doesn't matter if he's talking about Bedminster or the way. He gets excited. He's really excited. So what did you learn from seeing the site so close and having the president who designed it explain to you what was going on?
Well, I love that about this whole interview with him. You're right, Rachel. He gets so excited about these projects. This is who he is. He's a builder at heart. And so one of my favorite parts of this is when he interacts with the workers. If you've been to any construction site with Donald Trump, he doesn't go to the head of the project. He wants to talk to the people who are on the ground to ask them about how things are going. So he interacts with a lot of the workers. But this is so much bigger than a ballroom. And he talks about it in our interview tonight. There's an entire complex below the ballroom.
Right.
There's anti-drone technology. There's so much more going on there. And I just love how excited he is. And he acknowledges, you heard him there, the taxpayers are paying $0 for this. He got private funding. I'll remind the Democrats again for the entire ballroom project. But he says, look, I'm only probably going to get to use it for like 6 months. This is really for future presidents, for the future of America. And what a gift it will be once it's completed. It is a huge site. And he talks all about it tonight.
Long before the president said, the ballroom would.
So, they're building the military stuff underneath it, and they're saying it's going to be 4 or 6 stories underneath it. I think he's only paying for the top half and nothing below it. I'm sure that's all government money that they're using for the military side and drone technology, this and that. Underneath there is some sort of bunker underneath the system, which has been revealed supposedly coming out of the court cases and stuff that they started asking questions and discovering. Oh yeah, there's a bunker underneath there. Trump the builder.
That's awesome. Yeah, and it's going to be, this huge drone, facility, and then it's going to be explosion proof and this, that, and the other, and it goes down 6 levels. And of course, it was never going to be just a ballroom.
Yeah, exactly. Never just a ballroom. What else do we got? Oh yeah, here, you take a crack at that for everybody.
Interesting. I got something to drop for you too. Somebody sent me a little while back. Data Republican America 250 was originally going to be ran by NGOs with an explicit left-leaning agenda to promote global multilateral, quote, democracy, as demonstrated by SK-Dub-33. Then Trump rooted out most of that nonsense. I suspect what we're seeing is a revenge tour by the original NGOs who are painting the current celebration as partisan. If they can't be in control, they have to destroy it for everyone else. Martina McBride? Is she a singer?
I don't know.
Mother, wife, singer, coordinator.
Yeah, singer, yeah.
Yeah, I think she's like a country singer. I would like to talk to you and clear the air. I will not be performing at the Great American State Fair on June 25th. I was presented with an opportunity to perform at a nonpartisan event, but that turned out to be misleading. I asked lots of questions and was assured this was a nonpartisan event that was meant to celebrate all 50 states. In my mind, I thought it was a great way to celebrate the states and also bring people together in the way that only music can. I saw it as just a bigger version of so many state fairs I have performed at over the years, celebrating community and what makes each state special. Sounds fun, right? Wholesome even. Yesterday, things started changing, and what we're told is, in fact, not what is happening. I've spent my entire career singing songs about real people with real issues. I've been blessed with the opportunity to be a voice for those who have felt like they didn't have one. It greatly upsets me that any fan who has been moved by my music may now feel like I'm abandoning the meaning behind those songs. I assure you, that is not the case. I appreciate every single fan who has reached out. I hope to get back to the DC area very soon. Okay, cancel her ass. Martina hasn't performed at Democrat events that Clinton and Obama was attending, so her not attending this event just because she doesn't want to be political is hypocritical and false. She just has Trump derangement syndrome. Congress created America 250 as the official bipartisan commission to oversee the nation's 250th birthday with safeguards for transparency and accountability. Trump formed his own private Freedom 250 to hide funds, donors, and promote propaganda. So you got the Republican and
Both of them.
Is there another one? Is there like an independent one underneath that one? Martina McBride performed at the Obama White House. The artist can choose not to perform, but it's false and misleading to describe the Freedom 250 behind the event as partisan. Ironically, it's the left who has made this nonpartisan celebration political simply because Trump is associated with it. Yeah. Told up front it was neutral. All 50 states. The withdrawals happened after it was publicly tied to Freedom 250. Separate White House-backed initiative rather than the bipartisan America 250 America 250 Commission. So wait, we have America 250 and then we have the Freedom 250. Love it.
Oh yeah, America 250 is Congress. Freedom 250 is Trump. Basically, is what it comes down to. Is what they're saying. And since he's associated with the money from this one, we're not going to do this one down here. Is basically what they're saying.
Taking my ball and going home.
What was this? President has dropped a bombshell. FBI whistleblower says thousands of hours of January 6th footage was hidden because of federal non-human sources were in the crowd and deep state agents were ordered to make up charges against January 6th. Anyone who called it out from the inside was retaliated against. Let's see what this is. I didn't get a chance to see it, but this is what Trump truthed earlier today. Yeah, that was this morning.
No, we're not uploading. We're not starting cases on these people. To which they said, well, we're going to call your SAC. And the SSA said, go right ahead. Because when you're pushing back, you want to make sure that you have your six covered. So the SAC and the ASAC were intimately aware of these kinds of exchanges that were going on. And again, to his credit, Joe Bonavolonta said, no, we're not opening up cases on people who went to a rally. And I forgot a key part. The SSA for CT2 said, happy to do it. Show us where they were inside the Capitol, and we'll look into it. To which WFO said, we can't show you those videos unless you can tell us the exact time and place those individuals were inside the Capitol. To which the SSA responded back, and I was privy to these conversations firsthand. Why can't you show us? Why can't you just send us give us access to the 11,000 hours of video that's available? Because there may be UC's undercover officers or CHS's confidential human sources on those videos whose identity we need to protect.
I wonder what year this was from. This is coming out from this information itself, because we heard about this for a long period of time, then found out there were 26 officers plus confidential human sources like what's his name? We got to go into the Capitol guy. So I don't know if they're ever going to get around to taking any of these guys. Yeah, Ray Epps.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was big. It was bad. I mean, this looks like to be maybe like a deposition of some sort, and it was probably, my opinion, it was probably done, in 22, 23 would be my guess. I mean, we can't really tell for sure right now. I don't even know who that guy is, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I don't know off the top of my head. What else we're going to get into? Oh yeah, lead federal prosecutor James Comey, criminal prosecution, resigns from the case. Yeah, he's out. You hear about this?
Did he say he didn't want to get into any political BS or whatever?
Yeah, we're going to find out. I think it's something along the line that Assistant U.S. Attorney Matthew, go ahead and read it.
It just says that he resigned from the case. You can scroll down. Comey was indicted late, 2 felony counts. Petraka a recently hired prosecutor and former New Jersey local official, stepped aside by a court filing with no stated reason, replaced by colleague Timothy Severo. Ooh, Severus?
Yeah, I don't know who that is.
Severo. But it's interesting. It says he's a recently hired prosecutor. Why the hell would you have a recently hired prosecutor on that case?
Yeah, well, they're having problems with over there in New Jersey. Remember, Lena Hobbit was going to be, I think she was going to be Attorney General over there.
Wait, and hold on. What case is this? Because New Jersey. All right, so he's from the North Carolina one. Okay, it's getting me confused because I'm like, wait, why are we talking about New Jersey when it's North Carolina? He experienced assistant attorney in the U.S. District.
This is the replacement guy. Who this is? This case is out of New Jersey.
Okay, so the guy that's taking over is an experienced assistant U.S. attorney in the Eastern District of North Carolina. He's taken over as the lead prosecutor in the federal case against Comey, replacing Matthew Petraka. Dude, do you know what one of the major Petraka and the Patriarchas, big-time mob families there in Rhode Island? Began as a prosecutor in Hanover, Wilmington area, handling drug cases and other matters. Cross-designated as a special assistant U.S. attorney for federal cases, particularly with the Organized Crime Drug Enforcement Task Force. He has prosecuted numerous federal drug trafficking, gang, narcotics, heroin, firearms, and organized crime cases in EDNC, Eastern District of North Carolina. Notable work includes major operations like Operation Tiny Toons, leading to roughly 18 sentences in Wilmington area. Other high profile. Described as a career prosecutor. Well, dude, what I like about that is he's organized crime, dude. And what are we talking about with organized crime? His name was Rico. Hey, dun, 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 dun.
Here, you could read the little part here. NBC reports
a rookie federal prosecutor who brought a case accusing former FBI Director James Comey of threatening President Donald Trump's life by posting a photo of seashells on Instagram has stepped off the case. Petraka, who has recently hired as a U.S. assistant in the U.S. Attorney Eastern District of North Carolina, is no longer on the Comey case. Also dropped off other criminal cases in the Eastern District of North Carolina in recent days, according to court filings. He's a former Republican county committeeman in New Jersey, whom Eastern District of North Carolina with W. Ellis Boyle hired months ago. NBC has reported Boyle oversaw the highly criticized case, which will go to trial in October if it manages to survive legal challenges. Petraka had contemplated leaving the Justice Department altogether, according to 2 people familiar with the matter, but instead remained a DOJ employee after taking a week off. Petraka had not responded to a previous request for comment on his status and did not respond for additional comment. James Comey posted 8647, a cool shell formation from my beach walk, brah.
Yeah, brah.
Interesting.
Oh, yeah, I thought this was interesting over here. Here.
The faculty at Harvard University has voted to approve a cap on the number of A grades given per course, part of an effort at the Ivy League school to combat grade inflation. The new policy will limit A's to 20% of the letter grades awarded in each undergraduate course, with an allowance for as many as 4 additional A's per class. The move comes after a report this fall found that A's accounted for more than 60% of all grades given at Harvard during the 2024-25 school year, up from about 25% 2 decades ago.
So, yeah, no more participation trophies over there for Harvard and the rest of the elite courses that are coming out there, because you can't give everybody an A because nobody else is going to get a participation trophy. So now some guys get A's and some people get B's and C's and all that.
Dude, it's kind of ridiculous, though. Think about it, right? Like, what if, me, you, and 8 other people are in the same class, right? And we do a great job. We get all the answers right? We get everything right. But then, wait, we can't give all 10 of you an A because we're capped over at, just 2 out of every 10. So only 2 of you guys can get an A. And so I think it's, it should be done to the work. And I understand what they mean. You can't just give everybody an A, but, if everybody's doing great work, then everybody should get an A. But, if somebody's doing shitty work, give them a fail. So I don't know. It's just weird. It just seems like more bureaucratic BS to me. I don't know. Like, you can say I got an A after they changed the rules. Ooh.
Yeah, the other thing that they're doing is going back to the SAT scores for enrollment in college. So you're going to have to go back and take those tests and make sure you qualify in a certain group on your SAT scores to get into certain academic scholarships and whatnot. So they're going back to that again on the elite colleges now and just not giving them out. So, yeah, interesting things that are happening.
What is
what else?
What's the other one, dude? It's like a is it MCAT or something like that? But I know, you have SAT scores, and then there was another one, and I forgot what the other one, MCATs or something like that. But what do you think the minimum SAT score is for Harvard?
I have no idea. Is it 1800 perfect or something? I don't know.
Well, mine was, I don't even remember. Last year, Harvard required testing the range 10th percentile. SATs for enrolling students was 670 to 790 for evidence-based reading and writing. 25 percentile new SAT score is 1,500, and the 75 percentile SAT score is 1,580. In other words, 1,500 places you below average, while 1,580 will move you above average. I think 1,600 is a perfect. If I'm not mistaken.
I don't remember.
I think that's what I got.
Yeah. Yeah, right. Yeah, right.
I don't even remember.
Oh, yeah. Another thing to be thinking about for the Chinese market and the U.S. patent stuff here, because some things he said here I never really thought of what were really happening in the U.S. Patent Office, because, we learned back in the history of the U.S. Patent Office that China would be flooding the U.S. Patent Office with patents to clog up the system, to slow it down on how fast it could authorize patents so other things can still be done and kind of beat around the market of their issues of copying stuff. So they've been doing a lot of that there, but he said some things I never even thought of.
Patents are Chinese instruction manuals. You're taking your most valuable stuff. So the founding fathers never predicted a world where you would have a globalized economy where the entire patent office could be downloaded every single morning and then ripped off and then used to fight a war against you. The problem that we have right now is that Western companies patent things so that they can trade temporary exclusivity on an idea in exchange for eventually it enters the public domain. And all that really means in practice is that for 20 years or so between when you file for a patent and when somebody could launch a product that is a ripoff, it means China can just rip it off right away, and Western companies can only rip it off after 20 years. And then you repeat this cycle over and over again for every single generation. And it's killing us. And so I don't hardly get patents anymore. There's a few things here and there, mostly defensively, because unfortunately our patent system allows people to sue you when they think they're infringing. We need to really fundamentally revisit the patent system. And I'm not just complaining here. I've got a possible solution. I think we need to massively expand the national security patent process. You can obtain a classified patent. You can get a patent on something that you are not allowed to disclose to anyone, but you still maintain the exclusivity on those rights. We need to massively expand that program and also massively expand all the categories of things that are covered by mandatory national security disclosure laws. During the Cold War, a lot of sensors and microcomputer technology was covered by this because the government said, oh my God, if the Russians get this, it's over. And we put in all the money, we put in all the time, they're just going to be able to rip it off. If we let them rip all the stuff without paying any of the money to get there, then all of their money will go way further than us where we're doing the fundamentals of all of this. I think, for example, that a lot of the things Google patents around artificial intelligence, they are of national security importance. They should be allowed to get a patent, and it should absolutely not be disclosed publicly. And you should have to be a U.S. citizen to gain access to these patents. Maybe it's not classified, right? We can't require, security clearance for every engineer to run these things. But I'm suggesting something where it's much broader, but the bar is lowered quite a bit. And so you can imagine a world where you kind of maybe have to go to the Library of Congress to access these things, or you have to use a CAT card. And people say, but Palmer, the spies will get in, the spies will get stuff. Okay, fine. Maybe we can make it where it's at least a little hard, because right now, again, they can go to the U.S. Patent Office website and download every single patent that Google and Apple and everybody else put in every single morning. We can at least try to do a little better than that. Maybe I can't buy 20 years, but maybe I can buy 1, 2, 3. If I could buy a year, that would be enough to be worth the effort.
Yeah. So China steal everything every morning. So I just thought that was interesting. The comments he's making about how to protect the intellectual property of the United States from the patent office itself.
Yeah, I like him, dude. He's smart as hell. And he's helping our military majorly, too, with that great tech that he's got with those, that setup or whatever, dude. That's like, they should add that to the new Call of Duty game if they don't have it already.
I'm sure it's coming. The virtual reality goggles, headset, chest plate, all those sort of things. Speaking of that, let's look at some technology here, because is this Houston? Oh, Boston Dynamics in Dallas. So they're having their AI dogs walk around.
Trump's got those.
AI technology for, facial recognition, all that. Hyundai and Boston Dynamics. Oh, robot dogs. At least we don't have to clean up after it.
No, they got those on Mar-a-Lago too, running around.
Uses 360 cameras, sensors, thermal, acoustics, and AI to spot anomalies like suspicious packages and unauthorized people in restricted areas. They also dance at people.
Really?
Yeah, it was dancing right there at the end. What else do we got here? Now, I don't know where to put this. This happened. There's been some reporting, but I can't find much evidence about what they were doing here. CCTV catches multiple men climbing out of New York manhole cover at the dead of night, stripped naked and changed clothes right on the street.
I dropped you another link too. It's the first from the bottom on the same thing, different angle.
And I don't know their ethnicity, and I don't know if there's a Jewish synagogue next door or anything like that.
Were there any
it just shows these guys.
there?
Look, they're changing right here.
Well, what we're not seeing, which I'm hoping that the local authorities are seeing, are their license plate numbers that they can maybe. I mean, would you be that stupid too to just pull up with your regular car and license plates and not put a fake one on there if you were doing something of whatever? I don't know. It's just weird.
So this morning around 2 a.m., there was an incident that occurred right here on Kings Highway and Avenue S. Apparently some guys went through this manhole right here and started going in there. They started taking off their clothing, trying to figure out what was going on there. I know there's some bars that are literally right here, some Mexican bars where they get really drunk. So possibly these guys were really drunk and they thought they can find some gold underneath this manhole. I'm not really.
Yeah, all right. Enough of your thing over there. But it says massive NYPD investigation underway at McDonald's Avenue near Avenue S by Kosher Corner Supermarket after video showed 6 people spending 2 hours underground in a manhole cover overnight. Why they were there? I don't know if there's some bank or vault or anything like that. They're looking for chuds, like ex-Mariner was saying.
Looking for something. And so did they know how long a time they spent there?
2 hours.
2 hours. Let's see. I also dropped you another one down the bottom. It's just pretty much as grainy. I labeled it sewer, but it's a different angle. Exclusive video. Appears 10 unknown individuals.
It's just them getting out. Yeah, it's no big deal.
So my guess is what they're doing is, today with the investigation, they're going to go down there and look around.
Give me a quick minute.
Sure. They're going to go down there, look around and see if all right, are there any banks around here? Are there any vaults they're trying to get into? Are there any electrical, junction boxes that are major down there? They're probably going to look around to see if they got into anything, see if they pried anything open or anything like that. So we'll see how it goes. But that is very weird, and especially with the climate and what's going on in the country lately. Excuse me. I would be very, 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 very cautious on what's going on here. G Fonts dropped a $2 on Rumble. Says, did you just see the specific to McDonald's truth posted by boss in the past week? McDonald's truth. No, I'd have to go back and take a look. Today, he's out there posting about Obama's presidential library being a big trash can. America's back. Did he post anything in there? Okay.
I'm back.
G Fonts was asking a question. Did you see any posts by President Trump in the last week or so? Posting about McDonald's? I have not.
There was a big McDonald's ad that they ran talking about a no clip, but it's an ad for their upcoming deal. And then everybody else started making fun of it. So that's the only McDonald's one I remember seeing. Like a 2-minute clip of walking around an empty deal, an empty office building.
This is
all
funny.
I saw.
From 2024, President Trump on True Social. Comrade Kamala Harris just put up an ad saying that IVF was banned in certain areas because of me. It's another lie. Just like her working at McDonald's was a lie. I've been totally supportive of IVF right from the beginning, and so has the Republican Party. You own a McDonald's. Would you hire crooked Joe Biden to run it? I wouldn't let him run my sink. McDonald Avenue.
Yeah.
Very, that could be something too. I mean, how are they always 2 steps ahead, 5 steps ahead?
This is the ad they're running.
Ad I just did.
It's a lot of empty.
Who posted this?
This is McDonald's. At the very end. You see Grimace right there at the end?
It's like a nightmare, dude. It's creepy.
Yeah, so everybody else started making fun of it because even some of the fast food places started getting up on it too. So that's the only time that I've seen anything McDonald's related recently. Also, here, you want to, we'll just get here to talk.
Is that her?
That's Aaron Brockovich, guys. Yep.
Aaron Brockovich tracking data centers wasn't on my bingo card. Girlfriend got a whole website.
Oh, that's not her.
Whole website. And she's tracking numbers. She's tracking all of the information nationally. Now, for those of you that don't know, back in the day, Aaron Brockovich was the paralegal largely responsible for winning out a case against PG&E Hinkley in California because their wastewater runoff was seeping into rural areas and creating a lot of health issues for the surrounding neighborhoods, including but not limited to childhood cancer. That case brought in a $333 million settlement that went to the families affected by the situation because a lot of them either had staggering medical bills or were forced out of their homes because of unsafe, unhealthy living conditions because their tap water was no longer safe. And in case you're not on the same algorithm I'm on, there's a lot of complaints about the tap water coming into people's homes now being very heavily yuck because of proximity to data centers that are up and running.
So that's going to get interesting here as we come up in the next year or so. So yeah, pay attention to her. So yeah, Aaron Brockovich tracking AI data centers because I don't see anybody else tracking this of where all these places are except for her.
I'm dropping it in the chat. I'll drop it. I think I dropped it for you as well there. So it's brockovichdatacenter.com. I dropped it in our chat, our DM there for you. Let me drop it in your chat as well. Hulkanator thing.
Yeah. You're getting one set up in your local area. Go ahead and start putting your information in.
There we go. Late not can. Okay, here we go.
Water, electricity, health, wildlife, and land, what they're concerned about. All the states. So you got Texas and Pennsylvania are the two with Ohio. Then Georgia, Indiana, Missouri as your leading top ones there. Issues with data center. I don't even see them on the list.
Wow, maybe there's not enough like.
Gavin Newsom hates energy, so he's not going to allow the data centers in.
Yeah, I don't
we
see
don't like power.
Either.
Right there.
Oh, there it is. 55 of them. 650 in Texas. Damn.
These are reports of the areas that they're reporting from. In Coachella, Gilroy, Tracy, places out in the middle of nowhere. Imperial Valley, Lone. Yeah, interesting. So that's data centers, so go ahead and report there.
I'm done with these friggin' data centers too, dude. And it's nothing as good can come from it. Oh, wait, we're going to make sure everything, all these things have great power and AI is going to go through the roof. And it's like, really? Do we want to do that? I don't know.
So did you hear Ferrari released a new vehicle, new electric all vehicle? You hear about it?
The Ferrari Luce, quote, like an iPad effed a toaster.
Here we go.
I gotta see this.
Signore, the reactions to the Luce
Let me turn this audio down.
are coming in.
They're calling it the Nissan Leaf Pro Max. They're saying it's so ugly, even the Chinese won't rip it off. And Montezemolo, he said he'd rather get dick cancer than be seen in the loose.
Of course they hate it. It looks like an iPad fucked a toaster.
Scusi, signore.
For years, they've hounded us. Go green. Make it electric. Save the planet.
But Ferrari is fire. Ferrari is noise. Ferrari is soul.
So we made one so ugly, no one will ever ask us again to go electric.
Brilliant, signor. And I thought you'd lost your touch.
Now watch this.
We got production video, actually, how they made this vehicle right here. So this is how they made it right here, guys. That's your new car right there. We're not kidding. All electric. 100% all electric. And I thought it says this is a perfect comment right here. It's in a different language. They asked him, it says, if I said what I really think, I'd harm Ferrari. We're risking the destruction of a myth. I'm very sorry about that. I hope they at least remove the prancing horse from that car. Let's get the official vehicle out. Reject. So this is it.
See, did we recap?
'Cause I heard you when you were exiting out. You just didn't hear me whatsoever.
See where we're at.
You should hook up that router box. It would have told us what the problem was. I could tell you exactly what your problem was. You or your internet.
Sure would have. Let me see here. Hold on. Ding. Are we back on here, guys? Okay, we back? Question mark. Trying to hear the chat here.
Thank you, guys. Make sure you smash up the thumbs up button. Leave a comment in the bottom of the video. If you're watching a repeat, a comment in the section below would be greatly appreciated. And if you get a chance over on the Twitterverse, Xverse, whatever the hell you want to call it, you give a retweet and a heart to the show link. And then also drop a link below if you're still live and watching. We got to vote for a song, leave a song. Please get involved.
All right,
We still
I can
hear you, Mr. Spaceshot?
Yeah, I
There
can
you
hear
go.
you. It's good, but for some reason on my Rumble I can't hear me. Horse farts, Luigi. Let me refresh the page here and see what we got. My Rumble, I can't. There we go. There we go. It wasn't catching up there, but yep, we're good. Refresh worked. Refresh. Refresh. That was weird. So basically, it
Says
went
I
off.
got booted off. I got booted off Spaceshot in Rumble. Did your channel go down?
No, it's it looks like it's sticked on. Oh wait, it did start over a new one on Rumble. It started a new one. Wait, how could it
did?
do that?
Because
How
you
could
were
it-
disconnected for too long?
That's weird, but it still has the same thing on there. So I don't know if it made me if it stopped and made me a different show, or if it just copies this one over. Or what
It's
it's gonna
the
do.
same one. As far as I know, it's still going. But it did show it started over. So I don't know if you're recording over the original one. Because I don't see the other one.
It did just over a minute now. Yeah, so we're at 2 minutes now on this stream somehow.
It says Qfonta says his stream stopped.
Yeah, it basically refreshed it over and started over. So we got 2 minutes and 17 seconds. So it went off and it went to only Wi-Fi for a minute.
The cable connection got dropped out then.
Yeah, I'm going to get a new wire too.
Because if your Wi-Fi was working, it's probably dropped out the stream and then your computer connected to the Wi-Fi. Hopefully you can get a connection, but there was nothing there. That's going to be its fallback. Hard internet, okay, it's dead. I get nothing. The Wi-Fi is connected, but I'm not getting any data is what happened.
Yeah, most likely. Well, if you guys are just catching us now, you maybe you can go back to I don't know if what YouTube did, if they're still running over there or what's going on.
I agree with Dirty Carpenter. My bet is operator error.
I wouldn't doubt it either. See, how long does it show us a running panel here? No, we're good. YouTube.
All right. Go back to our stories. Where
I
did
should
we
probably
leave
be
off?
Following you, huh? Let me see. I don't see a share screen for you though.
Oh, let me get back to that.
I know share screeny with you. Actually, I gotta run to the men's room. I just gotta go peepers quick here. Okay, we got you on the screen. We got Melissa Chen. Do you want me to read this first and then go pee?
Alicia, what? No. I'm trying to find out where I left off last. That was here. Oh, you can read some of these comments.
Our condolences, brother.
No,
Ew.
read from where they're from. Read where they're from.
Oh, August Motor Cars. Our condolences. Lamborghini, brother. Ew. McLaren looks like a misshapen toaster. Porsche 0 to 60 in whenever it gets redesigned. That front end should be a crime. Damn. Bugatti 1,000 horsepower and it still can't save that design. At least we went fully electric before this thing. Konensing Did the budget get cut mid-project? Aston Martin. We wouldn't be caught dead in this. Rolls-Royce. Even we have standards. Tesla Motors. You spelt software upgrade wrong.
It might be fake. Who cares? But they're funny.
I wouldn't doubt it. I mean, but they are, vicious at each other, and they always want to make each other look, like crap, and that theirs does the best. So I wouldn't doubt some of those could be real. All right, give me about a minute and a half. I can hit the men's room really quick.
Yeah, and we'll hold off right there just for a second. We'll go do some show stuff links out there and all that. We'll go take a look out there. Oop, that was that one out there. Take a look over here and see what you guys are doing out here. Here's the show link. We got 12 hearts. We got 6 of the retweets out there. We thank you, everybody coming by. Oops, we don't want to inspect that. We wanted to paste that. Paste. And then that's for you guys. If you want to come out, hang out, do some links out here in the chat, follow for a little retweet. Oop, that's McDonald's. We didn't want McDonald's. Did I just type McDonald's over there too? Yes, I sure did. We want this link. We'll drop this for you guys. There you go. We got Chris beating me to the punch out there. And we'll drop this out for you guys. Hi, on Pilled. How you guys doing? It's good to see everybody out there. You guys rock. And on the Spaceshot channel over here, there's still 763 great Patriots out there. Make sure you give it a thumbs up out there. It would be greatly appreciated out here. We're going to talk about this explosion and stuff. I got this thing cooked up here too. Someplace over in the Carolinas somewhere it seems to be centered at. So everybody was hearing the sonic boom. And I didn't see any reports of the meat eater as of yet, but it is coming that way. Relevant, we'll go to likes. Out there, we got Steel Wheels Stuck in the Middle with You. Great song. We got Rush, The Trees. We've got 4 Non-Blondes out here. I thought we had more in here. I thought I saw some on the other channels. Recent. Make sure you get out here and start dropping songs over here. Or vote for a song, leave a song. Make sure I'm on the right thing. Oops, I want that one. We're on this one. Yeah, we're in the right lane out here. Possible spam. Oh, there's Depeche Mode for I saw earlier. And Crystal Methods, The American Way. That's interesting. I haven't seen that mystery Rob out there. Thank you, everybody stopping by. Make sure you drop a song, leave a song. It is now time to vote, guys, as we're going to get out there because we're going to start talking about other stuff. And I don't want to send that as chat because we're just going to repaste it again for everybody out there. All right. Let's keep going. I actually wanted to wait for Spaceshot on the next one. Let's see what else we got in here. Anything I missed?
Okie dokie, hokey pokey.
Oh, you're back? We just did some show stuff there. Here, take a crack at that because the world is changing here very shortly.
Oh, really? Melissa Chen, what's sad about Sony is that Sony just built its last TV screen as a fully Japanese company. After decades of defining what premium TV could be, Bravia name is about to be belonging to China. This week, Sony unveiled the Bravia 9 II and Bravia 7 II, with 2 stunning high-end sets built around true RGB display tech. They will almost certainly be the final products that Sony designs, builds, and services entirely on its own. Give me 10 seconds, Hulk.
Yeah, not a problem. From now on, control of the whole Bravia TV home audio business shifts to China's TLC. TLC paid roughly $470 million for a 51% majority stake, leaving Sony with just a 49% and the right to keep its name on the box. The new operation will be called Brava Inc. for a brand that once treated televisions as a statement of Japanese engineering pride. This is the quiet end of an era. The logo will live on, but the ownership behind the hands is changing. Bravia is Chinese owned. So if you're buying a TLC or Hisense, captured snapshots of the TV screen and hovers and recovers the data and sends it to China between their TLC and Hisense brands that you buy from Walmart and Best Buy. So yeah, they bought Sony Bravia, their technology, and yeah, you're screwed. So don't know who you're going to buy TVs. Yeah, stay with, I guess, Samsung or Sharp. I'm not sure.
But isn't Samsung a Chinese company?
There's South Korea.
Okay, good, because that's what I got. How about LG? Because I got an old one upstairs.
They're
the Origin.
Where are they from? They're UK, I think. No, they're from
the LG TV Origin, South Korea. Also good. So I got two South Korea TVs in my house.
Yay! So that was going along with that. Washington is now treating the smart TV as a national security problem. 60% of the world's TVs are made in China. Hisense plus TLC, both state-owned, hold 25% of the U.S. market and set to capture what's on your screen 2 times a second and send it home. So, yay. TLC, Hisense, Xiaomi, Skyworth, Konica, Samsung, and all those guys are there. But, yeah. They're talking about DHS raises concerns, alarms on TLC backdoors, but there was also came out that the CIA could turn on the Samsung speakers and then use them as a listening device, as a microphone while the TV is on, and listen to you as you're talking through your Samsung TV. Yeah, great times. Yeah, hey, ran by. You can't. Yeah, performing hydraulic fracturing exhibit located in Midland, Texas. Never seen it before, but yeah, here we go.
Over here at the Petroleum Museum, located here in the Permian Basin, Midland, Texas, and came across this exhibit, which is illustrating perforating guns and fracking. If you guys didn't know, that's my career. I do wireline, obviously, but let me push it and try to explain it a little bit. So right here we have the perforating gun coming in, whether it's a horizontal well or a vertical. More than likely, this is demonstrated to be a horizontal well because that's what everyone drills now. So we have the perforating gun.
It's so massive.
It's going to come into the wellbore. The wellbore is always going to be filled with fluid. It's not just they're going to fill it in. So it'll get to the desired depth, and they'll set off the shape charges with electric wire line. Boom! It's going to go off and create these fractures, these perforations into the formation rock. So when these fractures are created, they're going to pull the wireline gun out, and this is where fracking actually begins. They're going to start pumping the fluid at a high pressure, sands, a couple other chemicals, like to be able to relieve that pressure, stuff like that. So the sand, the proppant will come in, and it'll go into these fractures and start to create these longer fractures, which will go out into formation. From there, when they're done pumping that stage, depending on how the design is, they'll get a flush. But sand will actually stay into the rocks, and that's what holds your fractures open. From there, you're gonna have hydrocarbons that can start, free flowing into the well. You from whenever you fracture it, when you perforate and you fracture, you're connecting your reservoir rock to your wellbore. One thing I don't like about this is it's lacking key things. So like, the perforating gun doesn't have a plug on it. You have to be able to isolate each zone. So if you go in and you shoot, you shoot the formation and you don't have a plug, well then you could be fracking more than one zone at once, and that's not something you like. The plug is basically just a port. So a plug will be set, then you'll shoot your shape charges, and that process is going to be repeated over and over and over. So what's really important with horizontal wells is you have to have fluid displacement. If you just go in and say the well, let's say the sliding sleeve or the wet shoe is it fails and it's unable to open, when you try pumping fluid, all that's going to happen is the well is going to pressure out. So you have to have fluid displacement. That's what these fractures are also creating is, you have fluid that's able to travel. So with that, you're able to push your proppants down hole. You're able to push your wireline guns down hole. Now, for some reason, if you get on one stage and let's say you set the plug, but then your guns misfire, well, from there you just sealed off the well. It doesn't mean that you're not going to be able to get down hole. What you can do is you can mechanically push the tools down with either a tractor, some form of a TCP, whether it be off a coil tubing or a workover rig. But cool little demonstration. It's always good to teach the masses about, oil and gas, especially the youth here in Midland. Nice little exhibit here with wireline perforating guns, and of course hydraulic fracturing.
Learned a whole bunch of stuff I never knew about. If anybody's seen Landman out there, this is right in that area where they did a lot of that filming out there.
Damn. I mean, yeah, this is a different way of going about it, and rather than just drilling, they're doing this fracking crap, fracking, perforating.
Exactly.
Like they're trying to bleed it from the rocks. It's like, wait, don't we have like pools and pools and pools of this stuff underneath us and every other country on the planet?
Most of our stuff is in the shale area where it needs to be fractured to be pumped out. So they have to do this to get at the pools of oil because they can't collect it in the shale.
I wonder if they ever pull gold out of these areas while they're doing this.
That's Midland, Texas is where this was at. And if you've seen Landman on Amazon, it's a pretty good show.
Yeah, I've seen first season.
Second season's pretty good too. Yeah, you could read that for everybody.
Remarkable. A man calling himself Noah Doe walked into the NYPD with a USB drive of 39,069 dormant Bitcoin wallets, filed it as, quote, lost property, and got a receipt. He's now suing in New York to be declared the legal owner of it all. Roughly $3.8 million in Bitcoin, roughly $286 billion. He said he built an algorithm to find them and is invoking a 1958 New York finder's law to claim title. Wallet number one is the MT Gox hackers address, roughly 80,000 Bitcoin stolen in 2011, untouched for 15 years, worth $6 billion today. Every on-chain analyst on Earth watches it. Noah Doe placed the identified captured electronics records. The digital addresses of the found wallets are public key on 3 USB drives, 2024. He submitted USB drives to the NYPD's 17th precinct, took custody of the USB drives containing the found wallets and issued receipts and properties. So wait, he's got the wallets, right? Addresses of the wallets. What about the key to get into them?
Correct. No, well, government can repossess them and pull these Bitcoins into a particular wallet. So they could technically repossess them somehow, some way is what he's saying, but he wants to be labeled legal ownership over them, is what he's saying, of lost property. Yeah, good luck with that. Well, you might be able to get some of them, but not all of them.
And yeah, who says that who says that one account right there, wallet one, is lost? You know what I mean? Maybe they stole the money and it's been sitting dormant out on the internet for 15 years. Oh, okay. So they know that money for sure is stolen. Okay. And he found it essentially. So yeah, I mean, he should get a finder's fee. I wouldn't say the whole thing, but give the dude a fee. That dude, the debriefing or man on the couch, he used to go by guy on the couch. That AI video I sent you and Tron a few weeks ago. He was basically saying that over the last many years, they basically, I want to say, and I don't want to misquote it, but I think he said roughly 200,000 Bitcoin is what the government has taken from all these criminals since like 2016, 17, in that time frame, essentially, through the serious human rights abuse executive order Trump wrote, was it 13818? So that's if this one's 80,000 Bitcoin and we're talking 200,000 Bitcoin, I think he said it was. That's a lot of money.
Well, the U.S. government sells a lot of that, and Biden did a bunch of selling right before Trump came back into office.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You want to read that for everybody?
Hey, Grok, what is this about? What is this about? Explain in full details. I hate when people don't use commas. What is this about? Explain in full details after deep search and analysis. NVIDIA, a new era of PC. 25 numbers. Is that IP address? A new era of PC. IP address?
It's maybe? A location.
A location? Like what? What kind of location?
So it's NVIDIA's posted it. We had NVIDIA AI PC posted. We had Windows posted. And NVIDIA AI. So this is what caught my attention right here. Oh, wait, Windows? What? What are we doing over here? Here, read those for everybody.
Sure says those coordinates point to the Taipei Music Center where Computex keynote will take place. NVIDIA is expected to unveil its ARM-based N1 and N1X laptop chips, reportedly developed in partnership with MediaTek. Rumored specs, up to 20 ARM CPU cores, up to 6144 Blackwell CUDA cores, TSMC 3nm process, up to 128 gigabyte unified LPDDR5X memory. Dell, Lenovo, Asus and more are expected to launch laptops powered by these chips in the near future. This is likely what this teaser is referring to. Now, what do you think those laptops will go for?
What they've done is basically developed a new PC CPU chip with an integrated GPU and some AI stuff on top of it. So no more two chip. Oh, I need a PC chip and a graphics chip at the same time. What NVIDIA has done is architectured both into one chip, so you'll be able to have a laptop that have they're saying 50, 70 level performance on a single chip is their plan. And they also have a unannounced project that is also coming that nobody knows about. Outside of this one that's supposed to be coming up for this new PC. Microsoft has developed a special Windows 11 edition to run this particular chip itself. They have never, ever, ever done this in their history of Microsoft to develop software for a specific PC chip. It's a little bit bigger than an APU, but it's all in one, is what they're saying it's coming out to Cyberspeed. So,
what do you think about the price of a computer with this type of product in it?
Well, it's going to be cheaper because now they don't have to develop a board with two sockets on there. They can do it with one. And they're kind of competing with what AMD did with the 3D X stepping technology that they use on theirs, because they do have an integrated GPU onto their chip that they're coming out with. It hasn't been doing all that well from what I've seen. I still think Intel has probably a better bite into that particular style of being an on-chip design. So it's going to get interesting. So I think it's going to get cheaper. And the other side of technology here, that China CMEX RAM is starting to ramp up here very shortly, and they're selling their RAM chips for DDR5 at like rock bottom regular normal prices versus this expanded version that the United States is selling their RAM at. So they're starting to enter the market, and that's starting to change the prices of computer parts considerably as people use this RAM chip, and some of the major RAM manufacturers are already producing it and selling it already. So it's interesting. China is coming in with their own RAM chip to kind of compete with the rest of the people out there.
Hulk, I got a question for you about this stream thing after, but let me read this quick because G-Fonts dropped a couple dollar hollers here. It says, it was talking about the McDonald's thing earlier, but I missed it. It says, talking about Trump and maybe Scavino too. And then he says, is she tracking how they used closed loops cooling, and their coolant is almost exclusively deionized water, except for some of the older that use glycol. It's more money and harder to clean. Fake news. And then says, with your theoretically $10,000 gaming and streaming computer, would you then cool it with the water from a lake or a pond in your backyard? I don't know. I don't know if you would need to with something that hard. I don't know if you would need to with a home computer one.
Well, I mean, if you have a big enough system that you need to cool, like a server or something like that, you could do what Linus did. Tech tips out there, because he built himself a house with a pool in the background. So before he put the pool in, he used that Plex red piping and laid it right before he put the pool in. So when the pool was filled with water, it would cool the coolant that runs through that system with the heat exchanger, and then have a separate system that would cool the computers on the inside. So he was using not the pool water, but the temperature underneath the pool water to cool the piping to cool the computer inside. So yeah, I wouldn't use stuff directly from a water source like that because it corrodes stuff pretty badly. But now the data centers are doing that. They just pull it out of the ground, they pump it back into the ground, and it comes out with heavy metals and all that shit in there now.
Yeah, true. And I got a super chat, $2 from Twisted Clown. He says, he's quoting, "Well, boys, do not mess with Ferrari." Yeah, Ferrari versus Lamborghini. And the question I have, and thank you for that, Twisted Clown and G-Fonts. Yeah, it was pretty damn good. So Hulk, on my stream, if I go to Rumble web browser right now, it says my stream's running at 24 minutes and 37 seconds. However, if I go to Rumble Studio, it's telling me I'm running 2 hours, 23 minutes, and 52 seconds. I think
Awesome.
I think when it's done, it'll put them together, most likely, and then maybe it'll have a gap in between there. But we'll see. We'll see how it works out.
Yeah, I'm not sure how you're going to end up over there. What else do we got in here? That was
JDP
that.
says, just put your computer in the refrigerator. Problem solved.
Oh, yeah, here, you can take a crack at this because this is going through Congress right now, and a lot of the big accounts are talking about this.
All right. It turns out the reason that Netanyahu stated it's time for the U.S. to end its $3.8 billion a year arms subsidies to Israel is because House GOP leaders have inserted provisions into the NDAA, now being considered by Congress to integrate the U.S. and Israeli militaries. Ooh. This integration is being planned to a degree the U.S. has never been done before with any foreign military establishment, with tens of billions of dollars of joint research and arms production. This will serve to ensure that the U.S. military continues to be used as Israel's foreign legion to fight Israel's war, so Israel doesn't have to spend any ground or naval forces to do so. Shows the level which Israel, a tiny country the size of El Salvador, controls not just the White House, but Congress as well.
So they're all talking about this, that they're going to put it in the 2027 NDAA group that's already in there, and people are poking at it already. So just as an FYI up there. What else we're going to get into? Oh, yeah, we're going to... Wait, what?
Table salt's bad for you. Make sure you guys get pink Himalayan or Celtic salt. The account's name is Table Salt.
Yeah, and not the fake pink salt. Yeah, here, everybody remember what was happening over there with Alberta and the whole situation going on with them?
Yeah. I don't think we heard your reaction since Danielle Smith announced that she'll start the process for a future and potential referendum. How do you react about this? What's happening in Alberta?
I'm kind of surprised at what Carney said. Mark Carney seemed to be willing to give many things to Alberta in exchange for some peace. And I think the Premier of Alberta, Danielle Smith, is just doing her job as a Premier, saying that, of course, they are free to consult their population, and of course, they're a parliament free of making any laws that they deem fit, for their objectives. So for Mark Carney to all of a sudden start saying that it's a bluff, it's dangerous, I think it's really out of line, and I'm not sure where that is heading, but let me make clear that in the case of Quebec, our laws are clear, the history of the two referendums are very clear. We are free to consult our population at any time, and there's no blackmail or any comment that will change that principle. And I'm pretty sure that it's the same reasoning in Alberta right now.
Yeah, so Quebec's thinking the same thing. So Alberta held the referendum, got a bunch of people to vote on it. They said, yeah, I think we should consider it. They're going to hold it up for a state vote for everybody there. They go ahead and start setting it all up, and then the Canadian government steps in and says, no, you can't do that. And then that's when the Premier of Alberta stepped up and goes, well, then we want to go ahead and push a referendum inside the parliament there to go ahead and allow us to consider this particular vote in the future itself. And the Quebec's like, yeah, we'll go ahead and back you up. Now everybody's freaking out. So Mark Carney's saying nobody's doing any of this, and it's basically fake news is what he's saying. And don't touch it, don't talk about it. So that's what's going on in Canada as they start to fall apart.
That's hilarious. Carnies. Small hands smell like cabbage. Carnies. But yeah, no, it's ridiculous. You know, you can't talk with any of these people. It's like, How about take care of your constituents and they won't worry about having them, running off to other countries.
Or become an independent country. Yep. That's the other part. I thought this is interesting. This lady is standing in front of a fraction of what Minnesota Democrats, $2 billion in cold, hard cash looks like. I'm sure it's all fake cash, but this is a representation of just $2 billion worth of which was taken out of Minnesota in under 2 years.
That's such a small world. Hey, Representative Krista Knudsen. I am at the Republican Convention here in Duluth, Minnesota, and behind me is a wall of money. This represents $2 billion.
My aunt.
Of money. One of these bags right here. Yeah. One of these bags holds $1 million. This is what the Somalis are using to carry it right into our airports, right on a plane, and out of our country.
It's amazing how
$2 billion right here.
Remember, TSA has records of every scan of those bags that went through that particular airport, and they knew to the dollar how much left on planes.
Yep, and it was an offensive amount of money leaving our country, going to these other countries, using us as a piggy bank, essentially.
Yeah, so they're going through, they're arresting people. We'll see if they get there. What else do we got here? Oh, here's your random sonic booms all over the place. It scared the cat. Was it a meteor? I'm not sure. I didn't see any meteors yet. Who let the dogs out? Where'd they get? Been reports of the herd of North Carolina, Georgia, and Virginia. Speculation of fighter jet or an asteroid striking Earth's atmosphere. So they don't have any idea.
NASA
recorded over St. Andrews, South Carolina. Huh?
Large sonic boom was recorded over St. Andrews. So yeah, it could be, something that hit, super Mach speed or something like that. Sonic boom, or like you said, some sort of meteor, something like that.
Exactly. What else do we got? Oh, we're going to start funnies and all that's for fun, Jazz. You ready for all that?
Yeah, and wait, did you remember too, maybe 5-6 years ago or more, that people were hearing these other weird sounding sounds, and sometimes they were booms, but sometimes it sounded like this, like eerie
rumbling.
Yeah, like eerie scratching and like almost like horns. That was going on for quite a while too, all throughout the United States.
Yeah, I do remember people talking about that there. You ready to get into some videos and fun stuff?
Mikey likes it.
Wait, so you're telling me in the future, people just stare at a little box all day?
And in the future, you don't even own the music, you just pay every month to borrow it? Like, if you stop paying, the music just disappears?
Wait, so before people eat, they take a picture of the food and show strangers? And the strangers like and comment on it? So in the future, everyone has their own phone and they use it to type messages instead of call? And if someone calls you without typing it first, it's considered rude? So you're telling me in the future, people just post their diary for everyone to see?
Some people get paid for it.
For their diary? And in the future, a little box just tells you where to go, turn by turn, and people still get lost? If you want food from a restaurant, you just tap the box and a stranger brings it to your door, and you pay extra for that, and then you rate the stranger? Our moms always say don't talk to strangers. But in the future, everyone just talks to strangers all day on the little box and shows them their house and their kids? So in the future, nobody ever just sits with the quiet? Like ever? That sounds really exhausting. In the future, everyone's connected to everything, and people are still lonely. Okay, but do we at least still stay outside until the streetlights come on?
Nope. I just thought that was interesting. Some of those we've seen before, and some of them are definitely new out there. So yeah, missed the 90s, back in the 80s when life was natural.
I don't think the streetlights go off now, do they?
Yeah, they do. During the day, you got to save power. They put all the stupid LED bulbs in there, got rid of all the fluorescent stuff.
Well, yeah, I mean during the day, but I'm saying like, you know, when the streetlights go on, yeah, I guess. Streetlights, ooh. Whoa, that looks dangerous.
What's that? This?
Is there a gun?
How about this? For you welders out there.
I'm here to tell you as a dirty welder, and I just want to show you how bad the phones are for your eyes. And people will say, oh, welding's bad for your eyes. Yeah, it might be if you're not wearing the proper equipment. If you're a welder, you know this is a welding hood. If you have an auto darkening hood, you cause an arc, right? Correct. It causes a spark. The light turns on. It gets too bright. Okay, so you also know as a welder that when you put this thing in the sun, and think how bright the sun is. It does not trigger. It does not do nothing. And this is an auto darkening hood, which means it don't matter what kind of lights you look at. You can look at the light in the building, and you can look at this light at the sun, and it will not trigger unless you cause an arc with the welding machine. So you see when you look at your phone screen, how the screen glitches out, and this is an auto darkening hood. I just want to show y'all how bad looking at your phone screen is, and people don't even know until you're a welder and you see what happens to your hood when you look at your screen. And you can see that it's literally causing the auto dark setting to glitch out because of the blue lights that come off of your screen. And our eyes, I guess with the blue lights, they make it so small on the phone screen. I'm not a tech gadget, so if you know, explain better. But it's like, we know that there's this blue lights that come off our phone screen and that our screen is just bad for our eyes in general. And this just goes to prove the show. You can point this thing to the sun and it would not auto darken. You can point this thing to the lights in the building. It would not auto darken. But as soon as you put it to the screen on your phone, look how it glitches.
So just looking over at the screen with the welding mask on and noticing that your hood is glitching back and forth because of the blue light coming off of the phone screen, glitching out, and for thinking that it's an arc from her welding.
That's crazy, dude. Oh yeah, it's not good for your eyes. Apparently, did she say what kind of phone she had? I mean, they're probably all similar screens.
They're all the same on there. So yeah, I've seen that happen before with the welders in the shop and stuff like that. So I knew about this, but I figured I'd share it with you guys. You ready for the next one?
Yes.
Who needs a USB plug, huh?
This is the Venerator, the future of handguns. Now this is still a prototype, but it has some really cool features. So it has a very low bore axis, as you can see the barrel here. It has a rotating barrel, super nice trigger. But the cool thing is here, the LED display, which shows no mag right now. If I cock it, it will show the indicator. Also, if I insert the magazine, it shows how many rounds I still have left. If I remove one, you can see there. Now you can also check what's my barrel temperature, how many rounds did I shoot in total, and the battery life.
Pretty cool, huh?
That's the whole gun, or is that just a slide on it? That's the whole thing.
That's the whole gun, because it's integrated into the handle. So you could say no mag. You could tell you if the mag's empty and you cocked it, you got the red light, and then it tells you, it says 5 out of 18, which I don't understand, but it shows 3 bullets there. 1, 2, 3. And then when he cycles one out, it goes down to 4, but it shows 2. So maybe it's every 2 it shows. This
Maybe
is,
every
so you got 4. Yeah. Just thought it was interesting. I like cool techie stuff like that.
Venator. How much did that gun cost, you think?
Oh yeah. We're going back to, remember we always used to ride bikes and get injured and hurt? It happens quickly.
It's like watching Mitt and Mutt work around here. Oh.
Oh, you're safe. Yeah. I don't know why that's a thing.
He's got a cup.
Whoa, pick up!
Oh no!
Watch that. Oh!
Oh, I can't.
Ow. One leg.
Nope. Oh my god!
What the hell?
Trying to smash the door.
Oh! This one. Ow.
My buddy did that when we were like 12 and broke his collarbone. Oh.
Yeah, remember those bottles that explode when you put chemicals in them?
Uh-oh. No, don't be an idiot. Oh, my.
Yeah, you won. One more time. We'll give it one more time.
Knocked him out cold.
Pretty much.
Damn.
What else do we got? Lightning's no joke for you guys out there. I got a bunch of lightning stuff I found. Oh, this one was fake. Lightning strike. Ooh.
Like hail.
I'd be like, time to get inside.
Damn. Oof.
Oh damn, took out the whole top of the tree.
Wow, surprised it didn't damage the top of the house.
Well, that's interesting.
That looked like
Let's go back to that one.
Implosion. Damn. Uh-oh.
That's a little close.
That was definitely slowed down.
That was pretty cool.
That first one, with the tree shattering across the street, was nasty, though.
Yeah. I don't know if anybody's following this guy out here, Brett Underwood, who owns Cerro Gordo, Ghost Town Living, out on YouTube out there. I figured I'd expose you guys to him. He's got a bunch of stuff that he does. He does some Ghost Town stuff here as of recently, but he owns Cerro Gordo mine. It's the largest one in California over here, and it's got a big, giant underground area. Explorers and building a hotel and all that. He had a 3D map of the property here, which I thought was kind of cool because it's got a hotel over here, and then it's showing you all the mines that are actually interwebbed underneath here, that are underlaid underneath the property itself, and how to get to certain areas. Some of these places go down to like 1,000 feet. This is still an active shaft, and they still go down there and take samples and cruise around inside there. I just thought it was really cool that it kind of lays out some of the mine area that's there. Where's the whole area?
Going down deep.
Yeah, they go very, 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 very deep. So that's Ghost Town Living for Brett Underwood over here. That's him.
The Union Mine here at Cerro Gordo. And this hole used to be the most prosperous silver mine in all of California.
That's that big
Within that,
thing that was dropping down in the video before.
Terrifying, which is also the most prosperous part of the entire mine, is an area called the Jefferson Chimney. To get into it is very dangerous. I went there a couple years ago with rope, and it was the most terrifying yet exciting yet rewarding exploration I've ever done. And unfortunately, in the years since, other things have come up. I just haven't made my way back to the Jefferson chimney. But in this video, we're going back.
He's done a whole bunch of stuff out there, and he's keeping up the history of the area itself. It's just kind of cool stuff that he's been doing, going through. So if you want to check out some of that history out there, you're more than welcome to. There's their tunnel thing they're going down.
The original cage from 1865. This cage hasn't been past the 700-foot level in nearly 50 years, so there's no guarantee it'll make it. First, we fixed a pump at the 700-foot level. Then, it was time to go to the unknown. Right away, the cage stopped, started shaking, and we thought we were about to fall.
I got it down.
Instead, it was caught on the guide rails, so we cut some of it off to get past. Then, the cage was free to go where it hasn't been in decades. 900 feet underground. Once there's tons of carbide graffiti. Check out this goose. Then, there was this old dynamite box with denim inside. If they're Levi's, they could be worth $100,000. It's not a full pair, but still cool to find. Further in, there was tons of dynamite laying on the ground. There's a lot more to this mine, so follow along for more.
He's been doing it for, 5-6 years. It's been a while. So yeah, definitely go check him out. He's doing a hotel, a whole bunch of water. He's got a whole bunch of different things that he's doing. So yeah, and getting people there to go through the caves and the doors and shit like that. It's pretty cool, dude, to be honest with you, seeing some of this old shit.
Full of 100-year-old dynamite that could explode at any moment. Nitroglycerin. And there's my friend Tim pouring out said bag of dynamite on the ground.
Jesus.
Luckily, we didn't die.
So he's got some cool stuff. If you want to go check him out, you go check out his YouTube channel out there. Some people in chat says they've heard of them and seen his videos themselves. So just figured I'd include him into the show itself. Yeah. Pretty cool, huh?
I like that. Wait, go to the top. There was like an old dude they were showing there. It said like this. I think it's one more up. Keep going right there. One man spent 30 years digging this
by
hand.
Yeah. He does. Yeah, there's a tunnel that he was building that they decided to build a road around.
One man spent 38 years digging this tunnel through a mountain by hand. Welcome to the Burrow-Schmidt Tunnel. Back in 1900, William Burrow-Schmidt started digging, hoping to save time by transporting his ore through instead of around a mountain. He worked on it almost every day for nearly 20 years before learning that his tunnel was for no use. They had made a road eliminating the need for it. Instead of giving up, Schmidt spent another 18 years digging the rest of the tunnel. Finally, in 1938, he made it to the other side after digging through nearly a half-mile of solid granite. Shortly after he finished, Schmidt moved away. The tunnel was never used to transport ore, but the legend remains today. I don't think it was ever about transporting ore. What do you think?
Yeah, so he does that and some other stuff too. So he's got some cool stuff. Definitely go check him out.
Show me a bigger 38-year waste of time.
Yeah, exactly. What else do we got? Oh, yeah. Inmates hiding phones and whatnot. Yeah, this is an interesting game of hide and seek I see here.
Dude, some people are very smart.
Music.
Some people are very, very smart.
I mean, it's cardboard. I think they'd find that one. Oh, it's magnetic release in the inside. And the bread. Yeah, that's a good place to hide it. And some bread.
What do you do? Glue it?
That smoke alarm?
Oh my.
That doesn't look very good.
iPads are.
Hide it in the AC system?
No, it's chargers and there's two things of AirPods. iPhone headphones. USB stick.
Oh, come on. That's not even very good.
That was HDMI. It's like, yeah, no, they wouldn't find that. That's
I didn't
pretty smart.
handle.
You seen other
I wanted to
ones that
see
they
more
make
of the better
weapons,
stuff.
You know,
Yeah.
prison weapons with slingshots and stuff like that, dude. They got some pretty ingenuity, some great ingenuity.
Here, I got this for you guys, for you gun buyers out there.
Man, I really want this thing, but my old lady, man, she's gonna kill me if I come home with another gun. We got a solution for you. You want it in a giveaway. What do you mean I want it in a giveaway? Tell her you want it in a giveaway. Oh, look. You won. Oh, look. You won again. Gee, thanks, man. You guys are the best. Hey, wait, don't forget the evidence.
I want a free gun. All it cost was $1,500 ticket.
That's nice.
What else do we got here? Oh, I ran by this crazy looking video in the middle of the ocean between a ford where two opposing waters come passing between each other, and it creates this vortex right here. No, there's no drain below it. A little whirlpool out in the middle of the little ford little area before it comes out to the ocean.
How did it get stuck under there?
Yeah, you get stuck underneath there, yeah. I'm sure to pull you to the bottom because there's definite currents that it's going down. I just thought it looked cool. What else do we got here? Oh, yeah. Yeah, you remember Smokey the Bear?
Do people know you were Smokey the Bear?
Well, apparently you do. Only you can prevent wildfires. You know what was interesting is I've been doing that voice for a long time, not the commercials that they're doing now. Now he's very talkative. He's like everybody today. He's got something to say. But we were born, I was born on the same day and year that campaign began.
Wow. On the exact same day?
On the exact same day.
When was that?
August 9th, 1944.
Wow. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Do people know you were...
Yeah, I didn't know you was Smokey the Bear. Did you?
I did not, but it does make sense. And dude, what do you think about our friend Dom Lucre here? He's about to get demonetized. Well, he kept the watermark for Deadline in there, but if you notice as we were playing the floating Dom Lucre narratives thing, it's like, dude, you didn't make this. You didn't change it. All you did was clip 40 seconds from it, and you put your own stamp on it. So I wonder if he's going to get, attacked, because him and a few others I can think of right now need to go down that road as well.
Hey, can you give me a quick 30?
I can give you a quick
30 seconds. I'll be right back.
Let's see what the guys and gals in the chat are up to. Miami, 2 inmates on murder charges who never met face-to-face had a baby through an air duct. What the hell? I'm gonna read this one. I was looking up jail. I think I searched jail ingenuity. Let's see. G Fonts dropped $1 holler, says commissary bread, quote, or the like is contraband and is 99% going to be thrown away in a toss of a cell or any other confinement space. Still a very useful tool for a, quote, transfer. Yeah, any type of that food outside of the area there, right? They might get you on, I don't know. The Husky in Miami, 2 inmates. So this is so the folks on Hulk's site can hear it. This is crazy. They're showing a picture of, Daisy, 29, who's a guy apparently, and Joan, who's 23, fell in love. So they've shown a picture of a guy and a girl here. In Miami, 2 inmates on murder charges who never met face-to-face had a baby through an air duct. Daisy, who's 29, and Joan, who's 23. Go. Daisy is the guy, apparently. Okay, fell in love via the vent between floors. He wrapped his man juice in plastic tied it to a rope made of torn bed sheets.
Man juice.
And
What
lowered
the
it down. Okay, I'll read it as it was. Miami, 2 inmates on murder charges who never met face-to-face had a baby through an air duct. Daisy, who's a dude,
yeah,
who's 29, and
that.
Joan fell in love via the vent between floors. He wrapped his semen in plastic, tied it to a rope made of torn bed sheets, and lowered it down. She pulled it up and self-inseminated with a store-bought applicator. In 2024, she gave birth to a baby girl with DNA confirming it's their child. The jail is currently investigating the shocking security lapse. How was a guy and a girl so close?
That was a few years ago.
That's crazy. Whoever this was posted this out yesterday. What's going on in Miami? That's disgusting, dude.
Haywood Jablomi put a $2 Rumble rant. Says might be a good time to invest in silver and gold mines. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I ran by this. I thought this is kind of cool looking. Different projectiles for tanks. Make sure we don't blow out your eye.
Why is it that even tanks with more than 100 millimeters of solid armor still can't stop modern shells? Take the Sherman tank from World War II, for example. Many of them ended up looking like metal beehives on the battlefield. Back then, anti-tank shells weren't just ordinary chunks of metal. They were tipped with extremely hard tungsten alloy and traveled at speeds of over 3,000 feet per second, easily punching through traditional armor. But with the development of composite and reactive armor, those old tungsten shells became obsolete. Today, there are 2 main types of ammunition used to defeat tanks. The first is the shaped charge. Its warhead has a cone-shaped cavity, and when it hits a tank, the explosion creates massive pressure that collapses the metal liner inside. This forms a jet of molten metal, traveling at hypersonic speeds, slicing through armor as if it were butter. The second is the fin-stabilized discarding sabot round. The outer shell, or sabot, is made of lightweight, high-strength materials, but the real danger comes from the long rod at its core, made of tungsten alloy or depleted uranium. After leaving the gun barrel, the sabot peels away from the projectile, leaving that deadly metal dart to continue forward. When it strikes armor, it generates extreme pressure, instantly melting or vaporizing the material and spraying it inside the tank, causing... Why is it that even tanks with more than 100 millimeters of solid armor...
There we go. I thought that was cool looking. For the different style shapes.
Collapses
and
big explosions.
Betsy Gain.
Hey, anybody need a tool like this?
Tools for the laziest chef in the world.
It's spinning for you.
Yep.
You squeeze it and it flips.
Tools for the laziest chef in the world.
Or people with carpal
They make a
tunnel.
tool for anything. Exactly. Hey.
That'd be helpful for you, though, no? With your hand, your arm injury?
Well, I don't use my left hand for flipping or anything like that. So, yeah. Just cruising along, just having a nice flight, doing some parasailing, just enjoying the day. So nice out. Look at the weather.
And then... Uh-oh. Oh! Whoa.
I'd do this too if I got hit by a Cessna.
A little Cessna coming in over there.
So she survived, made it to the ground, no problem. But we'll go back to the beginning of that one.
How did this idiot not see her? Or did he, go out of his way to hit her?
Didn't see her. A little sightseeing deal in Cessna and wasn't paying attention. Wham!
Oh my God. Oh, you didn't see it there? Jeez.
Oh, yeah. I thought that was an interesting thing to happen.
I bet you the next time she goes up, she's gonna have a much brighter, parachute, like neon flashing lights.
Yeah. So regardless of whatever says in the video and the description here, it's interesting over here in Kazakhstan. Some of the land is still moving. You can hear it crinkling while this guy's up here. actively fracturing. I don't know if I'd be standing on the edge of this. Does that look like water over there?
Yeah, dude, all those, like, I don't know how high up they are elevation-wise, like, but if you're up anywhere, I would be away from that ASAP.
There's water right there. You can see water on the left side over there.
Wow.
Don't do crack, kids. Coming from Ex-Mariner. I just thought that was cool looking.
Crickety crackety.
Oh, yeah. Ran by this, dude. Yeah. Arm bars.
Let's go.
Gee. Arm bars don't work on small people.
And little people.
You can't get enough leverage. Look, he's just there like, you done yet? Let me tickle your foot.
That's crazy.
Like, give up, dude.
Wait a minute, Sean.
Yeah, just the arm bar didn't work. Dwarfs. Okay, I just thought that was interesting. Who's got a useless talent? Anybody? We ready?
Show me your completely useless secret talent. I'll go first.
Can't do that far, that's for sure.
Spits water.
Stop.
Why, gladly.
Oh my god, that
My goat noise.
Spin your fingers in opposite directions. And what you're all doing right now is you're doing this. That's the same direction, okay? This is the same direction. What I want you to do is spin your fingers in opposite directions.
I can do that.
Useless skills.
I can do bubbles.
I can do bubbles.
Pending bubbles.
What was this?
Wow, he really thought that was going to work.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Wow, he really thought that was going to work.
Shoot the door, didn't open. I'm going to leave.
You probably would have had better luck with the glass. That's crazy. I have never seen.
Look, the dude shot the lock and there's the bullet and it didn't open.
Would have had better luck with the glass.
So this is the locksmith who's been called to fix it.
Well, it's not going to fit at all. So right where he shot is where all of the pins and everything. Yeah, that's where they lift and lower. So yeah, all of those bottom pins are just rammed right where they are. It's not going to.
He wants to save it. He can't get it off, so we don't eat up 2 minutes of this. He ends up drilling it. He wanted to save it as a desk piece.
Damn.
Easy, dude. The guy shot the lock.
Door key, maybe. Door key, maybe. Reliable, always.
You got $3,000 you want to spend?
No, unless you want to let me borrow 3 grand.
Come on. No, hit the car. Turn right. Turn right.
I think I'd throw up on that. Look, he can't go forward. He's stuck in the curb. What do you think? You want one?
Rolling car.
Oh my God. You done rolled all on the car. Back up some. Oh my goodness.
Oh my word.
Loud black lady not included. So that's it. Yeah. So, yeah, a little rolling car. For everybody out there, we can skip that one. That was by accident. Read by this one about Michael Jackson and the Prince story over here. So, yeah.
As Michael told me the story, and showed me and gave me the VHS, the James Brown concert. Michael told me everything. Can I tell you about the time that Prince tried to run us off the road, me and my family? I was like, yes. He's like, yeah. Can I show it to you? I was like, sure. What you gonna show me? He said, crazy. He said, I'm gonna show you. Look. He said, after this, you can have it. I have copies. I was like, okay. So he showed me it. He sat back. He's like, everybody, my friend's in the house. Michael Jackson. Come up here, Michael Jackson. So he came up. Michael came up and just like gave him a hug, did his thing. Right. And he just killed it. Mm-hmm. Did the moonwalk, everything. Mm-hmm. Michael said, after he did his thing, everybody went nuts. Michael went and whispered in James Brown's ear and said, Prince is in the audience. He said, what? Prince is in the audience. Oh, I got somebody else in the audience. He's a new audience. He said, Prince is in the audience. And Prince came up and he was on the bodyguard's shoulder, on his back, came up and everybody's like, first of all, he could have walked up there. It would have been better received. Because everybody now is like, who's this motherfucker? Prince come up. And Prince took his glove off. He threw it in the crowd. They threw it back at him. That was the first. And then he borrowed the guitar. The guitar don't have no distortion because it wasn't rock music. It was James Brown music. So Prince was playing and he hit the note,
No, he wanted it to keep.
He wanted it to scream.
Right.
And it didn't scream. He tried something else. Then he said, all right, let me just bust a move on you.
Teddy definitely picking sides here, right?
The whole thing. Then next thing you know, everything he tried just didn't work. So he said, just forget about it. I'm done. I'm gonna get that nigga Michael. I'm gonna get his ass. So he didn't know that the light post was a prop. So he pulled the light post. The post came down with him. And the bodyguard kind of saved him, took him away. And Michael's in the back just laughing. I said, you see what happened? He said, you know what happened afterwards? I said, what? He said, we was going out, my family was leaving backstage, and all we seen was the red Corvette. And it was Prince. He tried to run my whole family over. I said, you serious? He said, yeah. Yeah, he did. And it was on after that. That's when the whole thing was like Prince against Michael. And everybody went to Michael's side.
That's funny, dude.
I thought that was always cool to find out where some of these stories come from.
You ever see what was the? You ever see that little short video about little? I think we played it a few times, right? Little Richard. He like set off a lot of people into the music industry, like a lot.
Oh yeah. We played that here. We played that here quite a bit. Oh yeah. So when you ever seen one of those little cat tents? You put your cat in the backyard so it can kind of hang out in a little tented area, so it's kind of safe or whatever, keep bugs off it or whatever. Yeah. How'd that go?
Gigi, what are you doing?
That's a cat. There's a cat in there.
Dunk up against the wall. Just knocked itself out.
Gigi! Gigi Talacha, come here!
It's like, yeah, I just whacked my head on this concrete wall over here. Give me a minute to get my
it's having
faculties
fun,
together.
dude. Watch.
Gigi!
It's fucking funny, dude.
Gigi,
It's like I'm stuck.
Gigi.
Jumping in.
Dunk.
Oh, I'm just too entertained by this.
It's funny how it keeps flipping over
Somebody, ex-Mariner coming back in with zingers. Somebody didn't let the cat out of the bag. You get one of those.
Who let the cat out? Who let the
Hey, you remember back like, I don't know, 6-9 months ago, that Russian town that had all that snow all the way up to like the 4th floor?
Oh yeah. Did it melt?
Yeah, they found some of the cars.
Чатский подснежники, часть 2. Давай, газу, не переживай. Ну, она не одна такая. Такая вот подснежники. Еще чуть-чуть. И все. Еще один режище, не побежу. Зиму, бэх обратно. Старый наш тут стоит до сих пор здесь.
Our old friend still stands here.
It crushed the hell out of them. So I just thought that was cool to see where these cars were and how much snow was on top of them. Yeah, they didn't survive.
And another example of another account stamping their own material for other videos. I mean, dude, it's all over the place too. So a lot of these accounts are going to be smoked.
Exactly. I think there's another lightning strike here.
Just hit the car. Can we slow mo
I think it
that
hit
one?
the asphalt and maybe the car.
Go back to it.
There's like hot chunks.
0.25 speed. Yeah, it's like hot chocolate coming off the back of it or something. I can't tell what that was. What is that?
Oh, it did hit the car. Chunks of metal flying off the top of it.
Looks like molten something, right? Looks like molten.
Yeah, that's right off the roof.
Damn. It got hot quick.
Damn.
Real hot, real quick.
Oh, yeah. I ran by another one of these, so I thought this was cool.
This is a busy ass fucking highway in Houston, but I had to pull over for a second. We're about to go over to 1,000,000 miles. That's going to be a brand new truck.
A brand new truck.
Forward.
Take it easy.
He's driving and recording.
Here it comes.
Here it comes.
And the nines are disappearing. And all the zeros are coming over.
Like he didn't know what was going to happen. Look, the nines are going away.
We got a brand new semi.
A brand new semi.
Look how glorious that is.
Is that how they're
brand new 2009
22 years, a
It's like
million
a
miles.
Yeah, free refill. Is that what it is?
How many miles is that a year?
Oh yeah, more redneck stuff here. Alberta news: some crazy effort breaks world record driving off a local waterfall. Shout out to Dusty Friesen and his boat named Dent.
What's about to be named Crumble?
You're clear.
Oh my word! Standing.
Why not?
Hell yeah!
There's rednecks in every part of the world.
I try that in GTA all the time.
Exactly. Wanted to throw this video out. Just watching these big Indian sculptures they do for their religion. Look what it does to the asphalt. They're obviously using this to slow it down. This is probably also how they fall over too. Just shows you how damn heavy those things are. I'm sure they're using some sort of soft word, but wow. Crushing the street on the asphalt. Inside a tornado, anybody?
Oh yeah, look at that coming. Look at that coming.
How'd you think that was gonna work?
All right, we need to stop and get Caleb.
Let's get through it.
You got video.
Come on, throw it out the window.
Close to it, you'll see.
There it is.
Okay. It's still there. It's right in front of you.
Dude,
Look, that dude's got glasses on.
I can't get the drone that I got to work in like 10-mile-an-hour wind.
You can get to it fast.
That's really hard. You got to do them indoors.
It's still there. Fully condensated. Yeah, I see it.
It takes them a little bit to fly over there.
This is really far, guys. Keep driving to it. Yeah, I'm still going. We're going to turn east towards it soon. Oh, I see it. Yep.
It just looks cool from the drone. You can see the entire swirl.
I'm gonna have to go in a little high into the tornado. We're about to go behind it.
I think it's going to end up in the dirt somewhere.
It's in there because we're getting ready to turn towards it. Going in now. Inside. We're about to be in trees. Oh man, you got it.
Yeah.
I had a desync, I think, Tanner. Okay, right when I went inside, I got a desync.
Yeah. Yeah, you lost it. There was their try.
Mission failed successfully.
What else do we got? Oh, yeah. This is the other Thunder one.
I hope I don't get electrocuted or strike the lightning. Okay, there's that cloud. Look at it.
Just got electrocuted, bro.
Okay, there's that
Said
cloud.
I got that on
Look at
camera. Jesus. Where's the angle?
Yeah, I want to see her get electrocuted.
Anything in the comments underneath? You might get the other view of that.
No.
Hey, like, so don't do that again.
Yeah, there it is. There it is. Oh yeah, for you closet people, ladies, and all that. Just in case you didn't have enough storage space.
The hell? I think now I need the boots.
Knocking the boots. That's quite a bit of storage there, sir. Lady.
Jeez, how
Would
many
you
pair of
women want
shoes do you
that?
need? That's bananas, dude.
What else?
You don't have to go in there and wait.
Yeah.
Power
Go ahead. Yeah,
you wanna
power
have to
box.
wait?
You ready?
Oh, what the fuck?
Whoops.
Oh my god. Like sparks flew out the side of it.
One more time.
Oh! Oh, what the fuck? Oh my god. Like sparks flew out the side of it.
I didn't do anything.
I didn't do it. Oh, anybody want to learn about electricity since we're talking about it and why 240 doesn't need a neutral?
That's basically what the commenter's asking, is we are taught that the hot wire is the supply and the neutral is the return. And then when you have 240 volts, you appear to have two supplies with no return. And that seems to confuse some people. The answer is simple. We have AC. Everything goes back and forth, whether it's 120 volts or 240 volts. So when you upgrade to 240 volts, the only difference is instead of using half the winding of the transformer, you're using the entire winding, but the physics is the same. 50% of the time, the current flows from one leg to the other leg, so from one hot to the other hot, and then the current reverses and flows the other direction from one hot
at 60 hertz. That's 60 times a second.
Hot to the other hot. Each hot takes its turn being supply and then return back and forth for each other. Now, a lot of people have trouble believing that, but I have a demonstration that'll show an effect caused by that. So let's get into it. Okay, here's the setup. From this panel, I've run two hots and a ground through that cable. No neutral. Just a 240 volt circuit, two hots and a ground. The only thing I have connected to this load is the two hots, and they're boiling water. So what I'm claiming is the current flows out of this hot through the hot plate and then back into this hot. And that's its return path to the transformer. And then the sine wave cycles and the current reverses direction. Now it does that super fast, but that is what it's doing. Okay, if you don't believe me, I have a demonstration that will show an effect caused by that back and forth. Before we go to the next step, give me 10 seconds to thank Jonard Tools. I just went to... All right, back to the video. Okay, the final setup will have two light bulbs, but this is the first light bulb. I've created the yellow path. Current's gonna flow from here, through that diode, through that light bulb, and back into that hot. This diode will block current from flowing in this direction. It only allows current flowing in that direction. So this will only get power when the current's flowing that way. Okay, there's light bulb number one. All right, so now I've added the second light bulb, and this is what we're gonna call the white path. Can you follow the white path? It flows from the black, through that diode, through the light bulb, and then back to the red. But because the diode's in place, current cannot flow the opposite direction. So if current is indeed reversing directions, only one light bulb should light at a time. Okay, let's energize the setup. Take a look. Are they blinking? Yes, they are blinking. They're just blinking too fast for our brain to register. So let's look at them in super slow motion. That looks like an alternating blinking pattern to me. All right, moving on. Work.
I just like that sort of shit. Now here.
That blinking demonstrates why 240 volts doesn't need a neutral. But can I alter this setup to show why that blinking means current flows out of the neutral in 120 volts? All right, I set that setup up. All right, I put that on the table yesterday or the day before to show that when you have 240 volts, it gets its return path from the other hot conductor. You don't need a neutral because it's AC and it goes back and forth between L1 and L2, taking turns being supply and return. Now, this is how I did that. When current is flowing from L2 to L1, this is one light with a diode in series that will allow current to flow and the light turns on. But on this red path, this diode blocks it. So this light can't light. And then when the sine wave reverses, the red path is allowed to light and the black path is not. So blinking lights show the current reversing direction. Does that make sense? So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to disconnect these two from L1 and I'm going to bring a neutral into the mix. And I'm going to connect these to the neutral. So now, when the current is flowing from L2 to neutral, one light will light. And then when the current reverses, this light will light because the current's going to flow from the neutral through that diode and into L2. If I am wrong, the lights won't blink. Only one light will light. But if current...
So he is representing 110 volt. No longer have we are doing the test with 240 volt. We're down to 110 current.
Does indeed reverse, and 120 volts is AC. Both lights will take their turn blinking. One time, one white light will light when it's coming from the neutral, and the other light will light when it's coming from L2. So let's turn it on and see how it goes. Same setup as before, but I've added this number 12 neutral very safely across my floor, and I've added it right to here. So now, like I did in the drawing, I'm going to disconnect these from L1, connect it there. I'm trying to do this one-handed while I film. Disconnect that again. Okay, so now they're connected to the neutral, just like that picture. What will happen when I energize it? Will they both blink?
Yes.
And energize. Come over here. We have 120 volts. Doesn't look like they're blinking because we got to go to slow motion. Let's take a look. And just like with 240 volts, the lights are blinking. AC is AC. Current flows between the two conductors that are connected to the loads, whether they're hot, or neutral and hot.
Look, science, like Mr. Wizard shit, like you used to learn as a kid coming home from grade school. I always used to love those shows.
Just lick your finger and stick it in the outlet.
No. Definitely don't do that. It's just a good representation to represent the difference between 220 and 110 for the people who didn't know.
Knives and
so
forks.
Be careful when you're touching your panels.
Yeah, and the whole thing of the blinking lights too. Remember that? I think I sent you the video of like a classic Mustang that I was recording at a red light, and I was like, "Wait, this is super weird." I'm watching the car, and the rear taillights look totally fine, but through the recording through my iPhone, it looked like they were blinking like crazy, like LEDs, blink, 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 blink. I'm like, that's super weird.
Because the camera can actually pick up the blink in the LED, because LEDs are not on all the time. They have a frequency that they pulse at, and they're faster than we can actually see. So it looks like normal light.
It was weird.
That's why we should go back to these bowls. Yeah, read by this. Anybody need a Chrysler siren? It's a Hemi. I like how they stand away from it.
Dust coming out of it.
There's probably mud daubers and a whole bunch in there. That's a big horn. Full throttle. You get another puff. How do you clean your horn, folks?
Damn.
Time for a musical interlude, anybody? Ready? One more time. Here's another one for you. Hey, I thought this is interesting. The same band, Foo Fighters, goes for you, girl. And first and last performance on The Late Show, 31 years apart.
Speaking of music,
I thought that was pretty cool. Great timing and everything on there. They sound still good.
he's got a little more as the rasp is going. I notice he sings that a lot more lately, the raspy. But remember, he was the drummer for Nirvana.
Yeah, exactly. And that was also the guitarist from Nirvana itself. But did I have more music stuff in here? I thought I did. Pat, the guitarist, this guy right here, that's the guitarist for Nirvana.
You forgot to pin the show again. I got to remind Hulk every show. Make sure you put in your songs in, ladies and gentlemen.
I've never seen this before.
Hi. Can you wink at me? Oh my god.
It sneezed. I've never seen an alligator sneeze. That was dog stuff. Alligator sneeze. Oh, yeah. This, throw this out. I forgot to get to this earlier. Study reports 96% of remdesivir rate of alpha gel syndrome with novel desensitizer technique. So this is the thing that, and I didn't find the video. I thought I had it, of the lady talking about the ticks out in the middle of the field and that she's seeing an increase of these guys here. I'm seeing a lot more reports of people having the alpha gel syndrome where it makes them not be able to have red meat or dairy products. And then RFK and them had come out this week and had talked about that they're pretty close about doing a vaccine for it, for a cure on there to reverse that for people that already have that and not for the people that are that might get it. So they have a cure that's almost through the end stages that they're looking at. So I just thought that was interesting.
That's good. Hopefully they can do something to fix that, because that is disgusting. And there, people are definitely leaving those boxes out. And just hitting on Lightning Strike, G-Fonts dropped $1 Hollis is terrifying in my experience. In my IMO, I was within 10 to 20 yards of lightning strikes on separate occasions. Closest hit a wood line pole in a street corner above me and a friend on bikes. The ex-wife's brother, dude, I think I told you about this. He was going out, and he lived in Rhode Island at the time, in like North Kingston. He went out to get his newspaper on the lawn, and if he, for some reason, he said normally he wouldn't, but he put his sneakers on and went out and grabbed the newspaper. As soon as he reached over to grab it, zapped. And he literally, they said that's what saved his life, that he had shoes on. And
damn.
And he said, he would get tingles in his hands for a while. And he said, you ever get that feeling like you'd be sitting there, maybe you're drinking, whatever fluid all day, and then you get that first inkling like you have to go take a pee, or, oh, all right, in a little bit I'm probably going to need to go pee. He was like, as soon as I got that inkling, if I wasn't at a toilet in 30 seconds, he goes, I would piss my pants for about 6 months after that happened. I was like, that's not fun. Are you muted? You talking muted?
Yeah, just a little bit. Robot Wars. Anybody remember that? Here's a quick clash of a whole bunch of carnage. You ready?
Yes.
They're all spinners.
Is it out of the arena? Look at Jameson go. Somehow get back in there.
That one's got like the big steel hammerman that spins essentially.
Slamming. Shredded Pro against the battle box floor. That's going to hurt. So he first grabs it. Oh, what a start by Charles Guan. Looks like a puppy with a new toy.
Yeah, it didn't look like that would last long. Pulverizer, that's right.
Wow! Just like that! Oh, God! Wow! Getting it! And he's on fire!
Oh, I remember back in those days in the 2000s where they had all those robot wars and all that.
Yeah, those are fun for sure. I'll put the comment. I'm gonna put the video into YouTube to watch the full version later.
What's that?
I'm just putting a comment in my YouTube to in the regular comments to watch the full show later here with the Rumble link.
Oh, yeah. Here. Yeah, I thought this was interesting. Yeah.
You get it? And then like shove the carrot right there. You aim where you want to aim.
Hi, Justin. So that's where that veggie came from. You know what? It amazes me how many students don't realize their principals also have social media. You may not have known because Landon is the one who posted the video of you catapulting carrots across the cafeteria. And that wasn't the only one. You hit several students and you injured little Mia, who ended up having to go to the nurse to get an ice pack. Come to think of it, the last time you did this, all those parents came screaming at me because they thought we had rats in the cafeteria ceiling. Also, Landon and Aiden, where are your phones supposed to be? Right, in the cell phone parking lot. You both will receive a pass to my office tomorrow. And one more thing, I was reading over your lesson plans, Mr. Cook. You taught a lab on trajectories the same day that I see that this was posted. And I came to the conclusion that you're the one who taught them this. That is unacceptable. So Justin, Landon, Aiden, and little Mia, because I don't believe that you went to the nurse with an injury, and Mr. Cook, all 5 of you will receive a pass to my office tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm not going to play the other one. We'll go through to see if there's anything else I want to throw out here. Anything else in the last
Did
little
they do
bit?
this in your kid's school too? Because did you hear what she said? Where your phone's supposed to be? She said in the phone parking lot. So with my kid, they give, and dude, I don't understand this. This is the stupidest thing I've ever heard in my life. They give kids these pouches that they keep themselves. So they walk into school, and the teachers basically look and see the phone. Is it in the pouch? Yeah, it's in the pouch. Dude, you know how you open the pouch? Friggin' magnet.
Unzip it.
What did my son buy off of friggin' Amazon the week after school started this year? A friggin' $10 really strong magnet. It's like, dude, these kids are smarter than the friggin' teachers. And it's like, yeah, we'll just make them put the phone in a pouch. And I'm like, what's to prevent the kids from walking in with another fake phone in the pouch and then their real phone on their persons? Like, hello?
Well, if they get caught with them walking around in the halls or using it inside class, it's going to be a big issue being outside said pouch. You know, being at lunch and hiding in the corner or recess and looking at whatever, then that's a totally different story. But it's kind of the honor system.
So the funny thing is, dude, my son, was it this year or the end of last year? Whatever it was, doesn't really matter. So he's driving along on his scooter, and apparently the pouch that he keeps his phone in fell out of his bag. And then I guess he found it, you know, or maybe somebody returned it to the school if it has GPS in it. I don't know. But essentially he got it back and somebody, you know, ran it over with a car a bunch of times. So he had to basically buy another one from the school. I'm like, so I went and looked them up, like, you know, how much they cost. And they're not cheap either. They're like $40 each.
Damn, for a magnetic pouch to put your phone in.
Yep.
All right. Last video. You ready?
Yep.
Kids always say funny stuff.
Ow, motherfucker!
I'm your mother, not
a bitch. That's not that word, Mommy.
Yes, it is.
No, it's take a fucking nap. You're not gonna get in trouble? No. Nigga! Whoa, girl, why are you saying it? What the fuck? It's so far outside. Wow!
Wow.
What the fuck?
Hey, don't say that.
Hey, Mara, how's that apple juice?
I see this.
Good.
Yeah, it's good?
Fucking good.
Fucking good.
Ow! So much fucker.
You love it?
Suck it,
She's
bitch.
laughing.
Hey, don't say that.
Because I'm so sick of snow on this fucking street.
But you
I'm upset.
Oh, shit.
Oh, shit.
Oh, her so sweet.
Say Happy Easter.
Fuck Look at mom. Say chocolate milk.
Fork. Say fork. Oh, gosh.
What do you say if a stranger says, do you want candy? And then what do you do?
Where's the candy? Where is the candy? Shut up! Little dumbass. Dude, get me fucked up.
Who got you fucked up?
Rosie and Zoe and Amelia.
They got you what?
Fucked up.
Kids, dude.
Remember that one with the school class and the girl's like, all right, everybody, and they're like, the kid's like, shut the F up, bitch. They're like, hey, we don't say that. Oh my word.
All right, let's go look at our likes.
Jamie somewhere in Pittsburgh today, I see.
Stuck in the middle with you. Interesting. That's the lead so far. We got Rush the Tweez at 5. That's posted by Ward 1Com, a woman, STL. You can vote all the way up to the top. Schoolhouse Rock, interesting. It's got 3 in there. Enjoy, the feedback. Jamiroquai, Deeper Underground. Yeah, I had to pull it up a couple of his old songs just recently. That was an interesting little thing to go. We already played that. Oh, he's saying this was just a little bit ago. This was an hour ago. The one we played earlier for the other Large Boom.
Damn.
4 Non Blondes. She's a great producer, by the way. Spinners, Rubber Band Man. What else do we got? I think that was it. So if we're going to get out here quick, we got towards the door.
We got 6. We got 6 I see so far for 2 of them, guys. You need to come over and vote. We got Rush the Trees has 6. And Stuck in the Middle with You has 6 guys so far from what I'm seeing.
The Trees. It should be definitely interesting, or you can get Schoolhouse Rock to go all the way up to the top. It's entirely up to you. We appreciate everybody coming by, hanging out with us tonight, or today, I should say. We had almost a 4-hour show, so a little run and a little bit long for everybody out there. We appreciate you. Make sure you hit the thumbs up button and leave a comment in the bottom of the video in live and on repeat. Be greatly appreciated. We'll go check the votes again over here.
A 3-hour tour. Apparently, YouTube doesn't keep a running counter of how long you've been online for. Oh wait, does it? Yeah, started streaming 3 hours ago. So that's weird. YouTube kept it going there, but Rumble got me at an hour and 42. I'm guessing it'll put them together later. We'll see.
Exactly. So we're still at a tie, folks, out there. Oops.
Let's see what we got here. Well, if you want to do some thank yous, Hulk, and we'll let them do the Dominion voting there.
Yeah.
The Dominion voting side of things.
Activity. I just had Q Patriot Angel gifted the 1 subscription to the Hulkanator channel, and then hey, would you blow me for the $2 Rumble rant? Over on the pilled side itself, we got Punk Q Rocker for Q donated 300 gold pills. Polly 9363 gifted the ship. Thank you very much. Chatty KC gifted the cookie. Shout out to Southern California holding the line. Yeah, we're still here hanging out. And Minnesota Girl gifted the cookie. We thank you, everybody, over there on that side. And we'll go back to Dominion votes.
No, wait, there's one more over there. One more on the pilled side, and you must read this comment as is.
Says Spaceshot gifted the ship. I, Hulkanator, like men, don't tell my wife I'm gay. She's going to be pissed.
Oh, did you see too on Pilled? If anybody happens to give EMP, which is like $100, it does like something crazy on the screen. I've not yet to see that, but I saw a little message from Matt Square.
You cheap Spaceshot. Come on.
I know, right? What the hell? The hell? Let's see what we got.
Could have tried it out just for yourself.
I don't even know what song that is. The Trees. Which song is that? Let me hear a little bit of it.
Oh, it's off of their second album, I think. first started. But it didn't get popular till the fourth one, and then all the other albums became popular. If I remember right.
Oh, okay. I'm trying. Yeah. Okay, with the Maples. Yeah. I know this song. I just don't know the words or the names of a lot of them. And I'm telling you, dude, my brother's Follies in 1987. There was one band that did, I think, Tom Sawyer, and boy, were they like spot on. Absolutely spot on.
So it looks like Rush did win the trees because it's 8-7 right now. So if we're gonna call it, are we calling it here, Mr. Spaceshot? Or are these the official answer right here?
I'm seeing 10 on my side now for Rush and 9 for the Steelers. Stuck in the middle with you for now. Yep. See if anybody's
all right.
trying to
Well,
get
we're
into
gonna
the
pick
game
Cisco's. So let's go ahead and cue this up. Hold on. Oh wait.
and now it's 10-10.
We picked the right one.
It's 10-10 now.
What the hell? The hell?
Come on, people. 10-10.
Mine says 9-8.
Maybe you got to refresh. I'm showing
10-8. I'm showing 10-8 right now.
I'm seeing 11 now for that one. Stuck in the middle with you. Showing me Cisco's got 11 hearts on it. Why is it only showing you 8 and me 11? That's weird. Am I in the right day? Yeah, Jamiroquai, all these other ones here. That's weird.
I'll just go back to the.
Now
go
you're
back
at
to
10,
here.
But I'm at 11 already. And Trees, all right, Trees Rush is at 10. And then Stuck in the Middle with You is now at 11 on my feed. Right? 10.
10 and 8.
How is that possible?
I get 10.
How is that possible?
Did you not get your Dominion algorithm correct? Is that what you're saying?
I don't know.
It should be even across all the broadcasts. You're saying yours is different than mine? I think you're cheating.
Well, we'll look over at my stream really quick because it's weird.
No, it's good. I trust you.
I got 10.
So who won?
I even gave Trees by Rush a heart, and it's 10 because I like that song. And I'm going to go down to Cisco, who's showing 11 right now. So if I give that one a heart, that's 12. Stuck in the Middle with You. So I gave them both a heart. And for me, it's showing Steelers, Steel Wheels 12.
So which one won?
by you know, if we're going by the votes, Steeler Wheels Stuck in the Middle with You won.
Okay, we're going to cue this one up and get this thing back. We're going with YouTube.
Yeah, it's a good song too. And it's a video, so that's fine. That works just fine.
That will rock. I've already hit all my exits and all those sort of things, so I appreciate everybody always coming out. Make sure you give us a little follow out on Twitter for the Hulk and Spaceshot over there on X, and then give us a comment in the video that you're currently watching and smash a thumbs up. All helps out with the algorithm. Anything you got to give out, Spaceshot?
Just some appreciation for you guys hanging out with us. I'll be back live again tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern with Matrix Codebreaker, and hope you guys can join us there, and I hope you have a good rest of your Saturday. I got to catch up on UFC. That started at, guess what time this morning? 7 a.m. They're in Macau, China. So it's not the best of events, but hey, it's something. I still get to watch half-naked men beat each other up. Wink, wink.
Yay.
But yeah, other than that, I'm good, Mr. Hulkanator.
All right, guys. We'll see you next time, like Spaceshot always says.
Oh, and yes, thank you to the mods, of course. We always greatly appreciate your help, and we do appreciate each and every one of you wonderful World Patriots for tuning in out there. And until that next video, thumbs up, like, and subscribe. Peace.
Hello, guys. Something special is happening in here. That's right, it's brackets and jackets, bringing it back for brackets and jackets. Special Epstein Island edition. That's right, folks. Epstein, Jeffrey Epstein, the man with the island, which is suspiciously close to Haiti. That's right. You see this man, Jeffrey Epstein, is funding lots of people. He's funding lots of people on the street to make sure his shit doesn't get out. That's right. They want the record sealed. And they're paying a lot of people. Epstein's paying a lot of people. Oh, boy. For one, he's got a whole Mossad media matrix in America. And I would bet you anything that Alex Jones is one of them. Prove me wrong. That's right, Cappy's in the portal. Cappy's in the portal. Cappy's in the building with songs about Epstein. It's Breakfast Jackets Epstein edition. Guys, I had some epiphanies today. I had some real big epiphanies about some guys. A big network of guys and spies and lies and liars. All right, think about this for a minute, okay? The guy in Portland, the scientist that just got busted for producing CP, that guy is 1 degree of separation away from Epstein. Epstein, the investor that lives in West Palm Beach, Florida. I know a guy who lives in West Palm Beach, Florida as well. Investor as well. Also involved as well. And all is not well with these guys. The Florida boys, the Glow boys, the Scott Israels of the world. You see, Epstein is Hillary Clinton. And Epstein is Haiti. And Epstein is a big network of media assets. By the way, did you know that Steve Bannon was going to that guy for money? Also, Epstein is Epstein Oprah. Epstein is Chris Tucker. You remember him. Epstein is also Kevin Spacey. Epstein is also Prince Andrew. Epstein is also... Who else is Epstein? Who else is Epstein? Tell me. You guys know? Who else is Epstein? Is Epstein Big Pharma? Is Epstein Bryan Singer? Is Epstein Naomi Campbell? Yep, all of the above. All of the above. Who is Epstein? Epstein is the keystone of a whole motherfucking matrix. And once you pull it out, it all falls down. Dersh was there too. That's right, we're dropping red pills every day. Dropping red pills in the best kind of way. This is brackets and jackets for the denizens of islands.